W yoga, I agree, bro. I literally said it on stream before. I think it's Michi. I joined late, but it helped. I'm glad, Tin. I'm really glad. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. T Chris, but that was great. The way she says inhale was weird, but that was great. Okay. Sad I couldn't do yoga, but still a W. It's okay. I didn't catch why you couldn't. I'm guessing you're at work today or something, Allie. All good though. Don't worry about it. We'll get you some. Make sure you get some yoga in like later today, maybe, perhaps. If you're missing it, you know. But yeah, I feel amazing, bro. I feel amazing. Yoga is all. It's super underrated in my own life. I just know it's so good for me, and I know it's gonna be so good for me moving forward in life as I get older. And I really got to just take more advantage of that, you know. Really do. I hate this tan lighting my light that automatically defines to. I'm just gonna switch it over to the white light now. Looks better already. I should do some night yoga. You right? I mean, shit, that shit always put me to sleep. Have it like I usually try to cut my phone usage off around like nine o'clock. Do some yoga, maybe some meditation, something real. Like, and there's like certain playlists on YouTube that are like nighttime yoga, you know, that really help you like relax, you know. I'm off work now and I'm feeling a whole sense of refresh. Good to hear it, Queen. Good to hear. Make sure you get some food in you too. I'm sure you're starving, or you need to eat. I'm sure your body is at the very least. Yoga always a W. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here today, bro. It's such a pleasure to be doing Mindful Monday with you guys. We thank you for the hydration, Justice. I'm gonna go grab some water really quick, and I wanna we'll get started with the first video today. Okay. We'll get started with the first video today very soon, but give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some water and use the bathroom, and we'll get it. I'll probably eat later tonight. Thanks, Goof. All good, bro. All good. There you go. Put that right there, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're back. All right, guys. I got my trail mix. Y'all got y'all snacks? Got my water. Let's get into it. Let's see. What's your love style? Okay. So our first video we have today is
love.
Is Will Smith talking about what is love. Let's hear it. Again, join the Discord if you want to be a part of the community and you don't want to ever miss a stream or an update with the Goofy Gang. We do stuff all week. We're always hanging out, doing stuff, so come hang out with us. But yeah, should I do green screen? I think I'm gonna do green screen. Yeah, we're doing green screen for sure. Let's check it out. What's up, Will? What you got to say for us, bro?
So I was thinking about love. I was thinking about how difficult it is for us to find and to maintain the love that we all yearn for. And it kind of dawned on me that I think a big part of the problem is that we misdefine love.
Okay. Give me something then. And we talked about this earlier. What is love? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say that I didn't say earlier and that I would love to get off, out of my mind is I think that love is not only deep affection for true love, not only deep affection for, but it's also true love is like, in the romantic sense when you're with a partner is also giving someone the power to completely destroy you. Like being so vulnerable with them, they know everything about you and you're so vulnerable with them that they have every bit of information that you would never want to talk about with anyone. You know what I'm saying? That would completely embarrass you and leave you in a vulnerable state. Just giving that to someone, I think is powerful, Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. I made it to a Mindful Monday. What's up, Studious? How you doing? You're a little late, but, I'm a little late, so here we are. Yeah, let's give them some of the nuclear codes. Yeah, man. About your life, though. That could literally blow your shit up, bro. And trusting them to never speak about it and respect that, Yeah, power that can break your heart. Yeah, all that shit.
It's possible that no other one subject has been more analyzed, talked about, and experienced by every single person on this planet than love. And yet, we really have no clue what it is.
So me and Jada was reflecting about...
Oh, shit, Jada.
Love. You cannot make a person happy. You can make a person smile.
That's such a great point. You cannot make a person happy.
You can make a person feel good. You can make a person laugh. But whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. The thing that we call love, the thing that we're searching for and we're trying to create that we call love is actually not love. J. Krishnamurti talked about the concept of the desire pleasure paradigm, that we think about love in terms of desire and pleasure, meaning that if you meet my needs, then I love you.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
If you don't, then I don't.
What do y'all think about that? Is that how you guys view love? Damn.
So that love becomes transactional. If you do what I want, if you meet my desire and give me pleasure, I love you. If you don't meet my desire and you don't give me pleasure, I don't love you. I think that the insatiable nature of desire, trying to get somebody to fill our cup, I think that leads to anger, and it leads to frustration, and ultimately it makes us break apart from people. My daughter Willow really taught me a hard lesson. I think the real paradigm for love is gardener flower. So the relationship that a gardener has with a flower is the gardener wants the flower to be what the flower is designed to be, not what the gardener wants the flower to be. You want the flower to bloom and to blossom and to become what it wants to be. You want it to become what God designed it to be. You're not demanding that it become what you need it to be for your ego.
Or when you need it to be. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point. To that conversation we were having earlier, that's really enlightening.
Anything other than all of your gifts wide open, giving and nourishing this flower into their greatness is not love. I came up with a thing that has been really helpful to me. Love is spelled L-U-V. Listen, understand, and validate what you hear as true. Listening is a magnificent superpower, a really deep listening. And we can't listen if we got something that we want to say. Listening is a connective energy, learning how to quiet your own mind and quiet your own thoughts and quiet your own needs and desires.
This is really hard, you know, as someone who likes to think of, you know, really, really intricate responses. You know, not that I can't, you know, I'm lacking empathy, but I do, there are some times where I'm thinking more about a response than I am listening to the person and what they're saying in totality, you know? And I think being able to, you know, to listen first, then talk, I think can really help move our conversations forward, you know, in a way that, you know, it's not so combative and more from a place of understanding and empathy.
Desires and listen to what the other person is saying. You is understand that you have to truly understand what the person is saying to you. There's nothing that feels better to a human being than to feel understood. The mission is
That's facts.
to thoroughly and completely understand what the person is saying. And what has been helpful for me is to repeat back what the person has said to you. And then the V is validate. The things that you recognize as true in what they say, validate them as true. Yes, I get it. I understand that. I see that. Got it. So the validation is a huge part of creating a loving environment with a person. L-U-V. Listen, understand, validate.
Love that. Okay, well, do your thing, man.
At its core, I think love is help. Everybody is having a hard time. So love is really devotion to their struggle. It's when you're committed to helping somebody with their life, helping them to suffer less, you know, helping them to manage their minds and their emotions. I think love is a deep desire for our loved ones' growth and their blossoming and their all-around well-being. When you love somebody, you want them to feel good. You want them to be happy and you want to see them succeed in life. And love really demands an in-depth understanding of.
I think one thing I didn't really, understand growing up is the validation part for sure. You know, and that's something I had to work out on in my own spare time, where I had to, you know, really learn to be able to validate other people's feelings. You know, I think at one point in my life, I just got so concerned with, you know, right and wrong and what's fair and what's not fair that I didn't really see the bigger picture. And I'm grateful that I'm like on the other side of that now. And validate your own feelings. That's something I'm still struggling with, actually. It's funny that you say that, because I don't know if you guys know, but if you're in the Discord, you probably know I had someone pass in my family recently, as in yesterday morning, and I had a good cry about it. You know, I had a good cry about it. It's something that really fucked me up, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. not to dwell too much on it, but basically it happened in the morning, right? And I got the text in the morning, and obviously I had woken up that Sunday morning to really get after it, get grinding, start working. I had a lot of plans to get ahead of the week and so on and so forth. Obviously I got that news, and that kind of put me in a roadblock situation where I couldn't. I mean, obviously I didn't. I wasn't in the mood to. Later that day, I did end up doing some more work though. But I did feel, at first at least, I'll admit that I did feel a lot of guilt for not doing more that morning, despite the news. And I kind of had to remind myself. That, hey, I'm a person, and someone just passed in my family today. It's okay for you not to be 100% right now. It's okay for you to, to not do that, and that might seem like a no-brainer to a lot of you. And I and I can kind of see, like, if someone told me that, if I was looking at someone else and I was like, nigga, you had something tragic happen to you this morning. Of course you're not operating at 100%, but for some reason, I think that we have a different relationship with ourselves sometimes. But I had to remind myself essentially that it's okay, man. It's okay. You're doing okay. I mean, if you're going to give yourself a break for anything, let it be for somebody passing in your family, So stop beating yourself up about not being good enough. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, chat, for the condolences. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. Yeah. It was my uncle. He passed away. He was sick. He's been sick for some years now, and I felt a lot of guilt about, not really reaching out to him sooner. I guess I didn't really, I guess I took for granted the fact that, his time, and, not really thinking about that he wouldn't be there by the time I was ready to kind of reconnect with him in that way. He was a funny man. He was like, he definitely was like, had a great personality. He was someone that brought a lot of light into my life when there was a lot of darkness. So, yeah. If I could say anything, about that, just cherish the people that you have, love them, and don't do what you could do now later, even if it's inconvenient, because sometimes you won't get the chance to go back and do that again. So I digress. Thank you for the love though, chat.
Their hopes and their dreams and their fears, their needs and trauma. I think love is.
Oh, I wanted to say that I should have validated my feelings, of remorse and sadness, and kind of give myself a break. And that's something I'm working on still. He loves you and is very proud. Thank you, Justice.
Giving and sharing our gifts for the purpose of nurturing them and empowering them and helping them to create their greatest joys.
That's good.
Awesome.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. What are your thoughts on that, man? What do you think about love is help? Love is help. Love is, I don't think there's anything we would disagree with there, I think there's things that we all need to work out. Did you guys find anything resonate with anything? The video should be in the Discord in the Mindful Monday section, okay. But is there anything particular that really stood out to you a little bit about, maybe about that video, especially about the love part? Listen, understand, validate, condolences. Thank you, Kai Telly. I appreciate that. Love is so many things. I love the gardener flower analogy too. Yeah, that was really a great one, bro. And especially when it comes to kids. I mean, obviously with relationships as well, just in general, but like specifically, I see that scenario playing out with your children. Like, instead of loving them or trying to, make them grow in a way that you want to see fit, just loving them for who they are, and what they decide to be. You know, even if, you know, obviously there's a lot of ego with being a parent, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are going to make their judgments about your children and make assessments about you. But I think, yeah, that's ultimately what it means to be like a really good parent, is to love them for who they are, you know, and not try to mold them so much. You know what I mean? Obviously you gotta, as a gardener, you gotta create the safe conditions for the soil. You have to water the flower, you know what I'm saying? But you're not in the flower trying to tell the flower what it can and cannot be, you know? When it blooms, it blooms. When it sheds, it sheds. Whatever color it decides to be is the color it decides to be, you know? And you don't really have any control of that. But you can, you know, create the conditions for it to thrive. And I think that's what being like a good partner, parent is like, you know. When you like a flower, you pick it. When you love a flower, you water it. Yeah, facts. That's actually a really good analogy, because when you like a flower, you pick it, and you pick it. Why? Because you want to take its beauty and you want to show it off, right? Or it does something for you or your ego or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you love a flower, you water it. You let it be. You let it sit. Let it grow. Let it thrive. And that's facts. In a simple view, love is filling the cracks someone else has developed. Whatever it is that they stress, self-esteem, just being what they need to come to be comfortable with themselves and knowing everything okay. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. That is huge. That's huge, man. Filling those cracks for sure. Especially when, I'm big on that, you know. Okay, so this next video is a little bit of science, a little bit of philosophical inquiry. It's called "Why Do We Love?" Let's check it out.
Romantic love, beautiful and intoxicating, heartbreaking and soul-crushing, often all at the same time. Why do we choose to put ourselves through its emotional ringer? Does love make our lives meaningful, or is it an escape from our loneliness and suffering? Ooh. Is love a disguise for our sexual desire, or a trick of biology to make us procreate? Is it all we need? Do we need it at all? If romantic love has a purpose, neither science nor psychology has discovered it yet.
Wow.
But over the course of history, some of our most respected philosophers have put forward some intriguing theories. Love makes us whole again. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato explored the idea that we love in order to become complete.
Oh, I've heard
in
this,
his Symposium, he wrote about a dinner party at which Aristophanes, a comic playwright, regales the guests with the following story. Humans were once creatures with 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 faces. One day they angered the gods, and Zeus sliced them all in 2. Since then, every person has been missing half of him or herself.
Interesting.
Love is the longing to find a soulmate who will make us feel whole again. Or at least that's what Plato believed a drunken comedian would say at a party. Love tricks us into having babies. Much, much later, German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer maintained that love, based in sexual desire, was a voluptuous illusion. He suggested that we love because our desires lead us to believe that another person will make us happy. But we are sorely mistaken.
You ain't never lied.
Nature is tricking us into procreating, and the loving fusion we seek is consummated in our children.
Almost as love is a trick to make us reproduce as a survival mechanism. That sucks.
When desires are satisfied, we are thrown back into our tormented existences, and we succeed only in maintaining the species and perpetuating the cycle of human drudgery.
I see.
Sounds like somebody needs a hug. Love is escape
horrible
from our loneliness. According to the Nobel Prize-winning British philosopher Bertrand Russell, we love in order to quench our physical and psychological desires. Humans are designed to procreate, but without the ecstasy of passionate love, sex is unsatisfying. Our fear of the cold, cruel
Sex is mad unsatisfying without passionate love. I'll be honest. I'll be the first to say it, nigga. That shit is... not always. Don't get me wrong. Not always. You know what I'm saying? But if you've had enough, and I'm not gonna put a number to enough, because it's probably different for But if you've had enough, and I've had enough before in my life, it's kind of empty after a while. It just kind of feels soulless, you know. And not to say that you can't have casual sex, you know what I'm saying? And not that casual sex doesn't, you know, satisfy you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But the more you do it, the more you're like, man, it'd be really cool if I love this person. This would probably be a lot more fulfilling if I love this person. Isn't there something more than, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get past the shock and awe of you know, of the, you know, of what sex is, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I came to casual sex interesting. We're talking about how sex without love is not as satisfying. And I agree, bro. I agree. I think, you know, that passionate, there's almost nothing that feels better than love and sex, I feel like, at the same time. I think that's like peak. It's like, I wouldn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? But like in terms of a relationship, almost, maybe, I don't know. But it could be. It's like peak human experience, you know what I'm saying? Like true love. It doesn't satisfy. It also leaves me empty and depressed. Empty for sure. Not always depressed, but they're certainly empty. Like I gotta go do something wholesome. Not wholesome, but like something that's gonna make me feel that love. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certainly a lack of it in that scenario. But yeah. And there's different ways you can love people too. Like we have different like relationships. People have open relationships. People have, you know, polyamorous relationships. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways you can have love in your relationship. So it's not like you got to be completely monogamous to access deep love and passion. But I do think that, you know, true satisfying sex, like the best sex you can have is when you love someone. So yeah.
The world tempts us to build hard shells to protect and isolate ourselves. Love's delight, intimacy, and warmth helps us overcome our fear of the world, escape our lonely shells, and engage more abundantly in life.
I wouldn't say that it has to be peak fiction or peak human experience. Like I wouldn't say that sex and love have to be sex with peak. I wouldn't say having sex and being in love, having passionate sex when you are in love is not peak human experience. But I would say that it can be sometimes, you know, but also like certain other things to me are like super fucking cool. Like just love in general, you know what I'm saying? Love in general, like just like being loved and feeling loved, like watching a show with someone I love and us talking about the show and, you know, our theories about what will happen, about, you know, all that kind of shit. That shit is love for me, bro. That shit is love. That shit is absolute love for me, bro. Yeah, and that feels amazing. That's like peak to me, bro. So sometimes when you do mix in, you know, that connection with sex, it can be in a very, 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 you know, beautiful experience, bro. Life-changing even. Altering. Let me stop.
Love enriches our whole being, making it the best thing in life. Love is a misleading affliction. Siddhartha Gautama, who became known as the Buddha or the Enlightened One, probably would have had some interesting arguments with Russell. Buddha proposed that we love because we are trying to satisfy our base desires. Yet, our passionate cravings are defects, and attachments, even romantic love, are a great source of suffering. Luckily, Buddha discovered the Eightfold Path, a sort of program for extinguishing the fires of desire so that we can reach nirvana, an enlightened state of peace, clarity, wisdom, and compassion. The novelist Chao Xue-chin illustrated this Buddhist sentiment that romantic love is folly in one of China's greatest classical novels, Dream of the Red Chamber.
Interesting.
In a subplot, Jia Rui falls in love with Xi Feng, who tricks and humiliates him. Conflicting emotions of love and hate tear him apart, so a Taoist gives him a magic mirror that can cure him, as long as he doesn't look at the front of it. But of course, he looks at the front of it. He sees Xi Feng. His soul enters the mirror and he is dragged away in iron chains to die.
That sounds horrible. What's the message here?
Not all Buddhists think this way about romantic and erotic love, but the moral of this story is that such attachments spell tragedy and should, along with magic mirrors, be avoided. Love lets us reach beyond ourselves.
I don't even necessarily agree with that. You know, even though I put a lot of stake in what Buddhist monks say and think, and not that, like he said, not that they all feel that way, but I just feel like a life absent of loss, is that even life? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like becoming completely detached from everything, I don't know if that's the answer for happiness, you know? I think some suffering is okay. You know, I think some suffering is healthy, you know? I could be wrong though. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? I wouldn't say all PR. I think there's some people who think differently, but this is just a very negative view of it, I guess. I kind of get it, but also attachment called suffering. But isn't suffering a part of the human experience? Shouldn't that be, I don't want to say treasured, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, but if you think about anything, like through stuff, like to anything that you wanted out of your life that gave you great meaning and fulfillment, didn't it come through suffering for some, if not suffering, some form of adversity? I must be human as fuck because I suffer every day. Same, chills. Yeah, man. Suffering makes us human, and we can appreciate life so much more. I agree, bro. I agree. What's good, y'all? What's up, Joe Buggin? How you doing? Yeah, it's up to you to decide. And I think that's the beauty of life, right? Right, Dom? I don't know. I'm just thinking, but yeah. It's better to have loved or never loved and lost. I mean, it's better to have loved and lost for sure. That's a great way to sum it up, Tin. Is it better to have never loved or loved and lost? I'm gonna say loved and lost 100%. Chat, what do you think? Loved and lost or loved or never loved? No, I agree. Okay. Yeah. I know you agree. I don't know if I made it seem like you didn't, or gave you the impression that I thought you didn't. It's better to love and love, because then you have more meaning in your life, you know? And maybe when you're like completely detached from everything, you can appreciate love in whatever, like, you know, the water, the rocks and shit like that, you know, whatever it is, you know, some super, you know, Buddhist ideology, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, is that for everyone? You know, neither one is good. I mean, loved and lost is better, in my opinion. I'm okay with having very little meaning. Then that's okay for you. You know what I'm saying? That's totally fine. That's totally fine, bro. And I think that's the beauty of being human, is to define what it is for us that we want, you know? I would much rather never love than feel the pain of heartbreak. The pain of heartbreak is pretty horrible, you know what I'm saying? But those memories will live with you forever. The positive ones, even if, like, it won't, like, I can think about on any time that I was in love, you know what I'm saying? So not only did it make me a better lover, you know, more mature because of it, I grew because of it in some way. I do think that, I do look back on some of those memories and I smile, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm glad I had that experience. Not that I missed the person or anything by any means, but I'm glad I had that experience, you know, and I don't regret it, even though, you know, whatever happened, you know, cheated on me, whatever, did me dirty, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I have no regrets about it, you know. If I never loved, then I wouldn't know. Good point. Heartbreak made me a much better person. Honestly, it taught me how I wanted to be treated and how I want to love others. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree, Smichi. I agree.
Let's end on a slightly more positive note.
Okay, cool.
The French philosopher Simone de Beauvoir proposed that love is the desire to integrate with another and that it infuses our lives with meaning. However, she was less concerned with why we love and more interested in how we can love better. She saw that the problem with traditional romantic love is it can be so captivating that we are tempted to make it our only reason for being. Yet dependence on another to justify our existence easily leads to boredom and power games.
Oh, wow.
To avoid this trap.
Wow, that is very true. Boredom and power games. Stephen, I think that the question with the last Mindful Monday has taught me that the philosophy of self is more important than the societal philosophy, because love might not have the define the answer the same way our bodies don't have the define one diet. Just find what your body and soul need. Great way to word it, Stephen. Love that. I think that's entirely true. That for the same way that rice is good for some people and it's bad for other people, love is good for some people and it's bad for other people. It just depends on who you are and where you are and what you've been through. You know, and a host of other variables that we probably can't even account for. Great. I love the way you worded that, Stephen. Thank you for that.
Beauvoir advised loving authentically, which is more like a great friendship. Lovers support each other in discovering themselves, reaching beyond themselves, and enriching their lives and the world together. Though we might never know why we fall in love, we can be certain that it'll be an emotional roller coaster.
I love that.
Ride.
Can we hear that one more time? That was amazing. Hold on. That was amazing.
Trap. Beauvoir advised loving authentically, which is more like a great friendship. Lovers support each other in discovering themselves,
yes,
reaching beyond themselves,
yes,
and enriching their lives and the world together.
Yes, yes, yes. Lovers support each other, bro, in reaching beyond themselves and discovering themselves and enriching their lives in the world together. That is a beautiful way to say it. God damn it, God damn it, that's amazing. Oh, Simone, way to go. W. That's the goal, honestly. That's honestly the goal, is to have someone, yes, that's what I want. That's what I want out of a relationship, bro. It's someone who can help support me so we can help support each other to grow, to discover ourselves, to reach beyond ourselves, and to enrich our lives and the world together. Yeah, that's fucking amazing. That is so powerful, and I love it so much, bro. This is why I'm single, because I can only deal with myself for now. Hey, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, bro. Sometimes that's the best thing for you. You know, for sure. It is. Sometimes I had to be single, nigga. I had to be single. Can we get some in the chat, bro, one time? That's what we say here on Mindful Monday. We say, you know, and we hear some food for thought. We say, that's some good shit. I'm thinking, I'm working, you know. Thank you guys for being here yet again. Gang. You can see the M's in the chat.
Though we might never know why we fall in love, we can be certain that it'll be an emotional roller coaster ride. It's scary and exhilarating. It makes us suffer and makes us soar. Maybe we lose ourselves. Maybe we find ourselves. It might be heartbreaking, or it might just be the best thing in life. Will you dare to find out?
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm so glad I watched that fucking video. Jesus Christ. We have so much good content today, guys. I'm so excited to go through this with you guys. We're already 2 hours in. We might go over. We will go over. We will go over quite a bit. But I want to thank you guys for being here. Obviously, this video, if you guys have to take off at any point of today, this video will be on my YouTube, my Mindful Monday YouTube channel. And you guys can check it out, the rest there, if you guys got a shake or whatever, you know. I love talking about love. Me too. It's such an uplifting feeling, you know. I love Mindful Mondays. Me too, bro. I love Mindful Mondays too, bro. And I was so sad that I started to think about not doing it anymore. But it's like, I don't think I should stop doing Mindful Mondays. I think I just need to make sure that I'm doing other things that really excite me. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought for a while that it was harmful to my channel because I wasn't niche enough. But it's like, I don't have to be super niche, bro. I can be myself on this platforms, because these streams I connect to you guys the most, you know, And I feel like that is something that is super important, you know? And I think being happy is more, to me, is more, and connecting with you guys is more important than me being successful, you know? So I'm gonna just keep doing my fucking thing, bro. And we gonna upload these Mindful Mondays, and I'm gonna figure out what to do with them whenever it's time, bro. And the real niggas, the niggas in my community will know all about Mindful Monday, you know? But yeah, gang shit. All right, so this next video is called The Brain in Love. Love this. God damn, nigga, fuck. I thought I was about to start an action sequence in a fucking kung fu movie or something. What the fuck was that? Loud ass music. Yeah, if you are happy, then you are successful. Facts. Thank you, Tin. I appreciate that.
I and my colleagues Art Aaron and Lucy Brown and others have put 37 people who are madly in love into a functional MRI brain scanner. 17 who are happily in love, 15 who had just been dumped, and we're just starting our third experiment, studying people who report that they're still in love after 10 to 25 years of marriage. So this is the short story of that research.
Wow, I'm excited already. Fuck.
In the jungles of Guatemala, in Tikal, stands a temple. It was built by the grandest Sun King of the grandest city-state, of the grandest civilization of the Americas, the Mayas. His name was Casacanchawi. He stood over 6 feet tall. He lived into his 80s, and he was buried beneath this monument in 720 AD. And Mayan inscriptions proclaim that he was deeply in love with his wife, so he built a temple in her honor facing his. And every spring and autumn, exactly at the equinox, the sun rises behind his temple and perfectly bathes her temple with his shadow. And as the sun sets behind her temple in the...
That's fucking deep. Imagine if a nigga did that for you. Goddamn, for all of time. Goddamn.
Afternoon, it perfectly bathes his temple with her shadow.
Wow.
After 1,300 years, these two lovers still touch and kiss from their tomb.
Build me a temple so I know it's real. Hey guys, I'm back. What's up, Easy Money Sniper?
Around the world, people love. They sing for love. They dance for love. They compose poems and stories about love.
Okay.
They tell myths and legends about love. They pine for love. They live for love. They kill for love. And they die for love. As Walt Whitman once said, he said, "Oh, I would stake all for you." Anthropologists have found evidence of romantic love in 170 societies. They've never found a society that did not have it.
Wow.
But love isn't always a happy experience. In one study of college students, they asked a lot of questions about love, but the two that stood out to me the most were, have you ever been rejected by somebody who you really loved? And the second question was, have you ever dumped somebody who really loved you?
Wow.
And almost 95% of both men and women said yes to both. Almost no.
I don't think I've ever dumped anybody that really loved me. And maybe I'm just being a fucking, as Sammy would probably say, elitist with love, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think anybody ever really loved me like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that I dumped. For sure, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I'm like looking back and I'm like, bitch, you don't love me. you loved the idea of me. You know what I'm saying? You love being loved, but you don't love me, you know? I think they love me. And that's the same, I would say the same for when I was, you know, getting dumped by someone that I thought I loved. And I can look back on most times, I'm like, nah, I didn't really love that person. It was something else going on there. Usually something to do with my lack of love for myself or trauma that I had never processed. I love elitist is wild. I only take the purest of the purest forms of love. You commoners simply can't love me the way I want to be loved. No, I'm just kidding. I'm too experienced for these topics. Oh, inexperienced? Really? You think so? Never experienced love, Chelsea? I have, but I was in a bad place, and then he deserved better. Yeah, yeah. I've definitely told someone I didn't. I wouldn't say dumped, but I've definitely told someone I didn't want to be with them, that was hard, and seeing them cry and stuff like that. And like I said, I don't think they love me, but I definitely, hurt them for sure, because for whatever reason, whether it was what that meant for them, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they just couldn't deal with the rejection, or they felt unwanted or unworthy or whatever. It's like I'm really losing a friend. What do you mean? I wonder if growing apart counts. Maybe. You just there's no finality to it. You just kind of never talk again. Goofy, that was supposed to be kept between me and you. Shut up, Humble.
Nobody gets out of love alive. So before I start telling you about the brain, I want to read for you what I think is the most powerful love poem on earth. There's other love poems that are, of course, just as good, but I don't think this one can be surpassed. It was told by an anonymous Kwakiutl Indian of southern Alaska to a missionary in 1896. Here it is. I've never had the opportunity to say it before.
You think so, yourself? If the love is not reciprocated, then it's not love?
Fire runs through my body with the pain of loving you.
Wow.
Pain runs through my body with the fires of my love for you. Pain like a boil about to burst with my love for you. Consumed by fire with my love for you. I remember what you said to me. I am thinking of your love for me. I am torn by your love for me. Pain and more pain. Where are you going with my love? I am told you will go from here. I am told you will leave me here. My body is numb with grief.
Wow.
Remember what I said, my love. Goodbye, my love, goodbye.
Wow.
Emily Dickinson once wrote, "Parting is all we need to know of hell."
Wow.
How many people have suffered in all the millions of years of human evolution? How many people around the world are dancing with elation at this very minute? Romantic love is one of the most powerful sensations on earth. So several years ago, I decided to look into the brain and study this madness. Our first study of people who are happily loved has been widely publicized, so I'm only going to say very little about it. We found activity in a tiny little factory near the base of the brain called the ventral tegmental area.
Okay.
We found activity in some cells called the A10 cells, cells that actually make dopamine, a natural stimulant, and spray it to many brain regions. Indeed, this part, the VTA, is part of the brain's reward system. It's way below your cognitive thinking process. It's below your emotions. It's part of what we call the reptilian core of the brain, associated with wanting, with motivation, with focus, and with craving. In fact, the same brain region where we found activity becomes active also when you feel the rush of cocaine.
Okay.
But romantic love is much more than a cocaine high. At least you come down from cocaine. Romantic love is an obsession. It possesses you. You lose your sense of self. You can't stop thinking about another human being. Somebody is camping in your head. As an 8th century Japanese poet said, "My longing had no time when it ceases." Wild is love.
Y'all think that's true? You just can't stop thinking about that person? She really said booger sugar.
And the obsession can get worse when you've been rejected. So right now, Lucy Brown and I, the neuroscientist on our project, are looking at the data of the people who we put into the machine after they had just been dumped. It was very difficult, actually, putting these people in the machine because they were in such bad shape.
Wow.
So anyway, we found activity in 3 brain regions. We found activity in a brain region, in exactly the same brain region associated with intense romantic love. What a bad deal. You know, when you've been dumped, the one thing you love to do is just forget about this human being and then go on with your life. But no, you just love them harder. As the poet Terence, the Roman poet, once said, he said, "The less my hope, the hotter my love."
Wow.
And indeed, we now know why. 2,000 years later, we can explain this in the brain. That brain system, the reward system for wanting, for motivation, for craving, for focus, becomes more active when you can't get what you want. In this case, life's greatest prize, an appropriate mating partner.
Is that why? I don't want to say girls, because I think guys do this too. We always want what we can't have, in a sense, you know, like we're like, the fact that they don't immediately want me makes me want them more, you know, like that bit of a direction. Like, I've thought about this person and they said no, you know what I'm saying? Makes me obsess over them more, you know? How do y'all feel about that? That's for sure human nature. Yeah. For the most part, it's true, because when I'm thinking about sexy Chris Brown, it goes right over my goes back to my boyfriend, and I get all girly and shit. Really interesting. I never felt that. Interesting. You never felt? I mean, I've certainly felt that. This feeling that they're describing, especially as a very underdeveloped, emotionally immature high schooler who fell in love with my girlfriend, and when she dumped me, I loved her even more. Like, it was crazy. It was definitely an obsession. Yeah, it was disgusting how obsessed I was with her. Like, I would check her Twitter and see if she was talking. I even found out that she was talking to another person, who it was. You know, all his details. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was disgusting, for sure. But how do you know you shouldn't keep pursuing her? That's a good question. I mean, ultimately, that's up for you to decide and assess. Really, is this person worth? No, I don't want to say worth, because you're always going to say yes. They're perfect. You're perfect in every way. But do they treat you like you're someone who matters? You know, I think that's what it comes down to, right? If they're not reciprocating you, then why continue to pursue them? You know, let them be. If it was meant to be, you wouldn't have to chase them, you know. Let them go, because they would know your value, and they would know that, you know, this is the person I'm going to be with, or this is the person I want to entertain, whether it's now or later, you know, whether it's over some stretch of time or whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't even focus on that. You got to focus on you and doing what's want to make you the happiest, you know, outside of that rejection, you know. Yeah, it's been there. Yeah, been there before too. Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, it's fucking horrible, bro. Like, yeah, been there a couple times actually. Been there. As someone, like I said, very emotionally immature. It was really hard for me to let go. And I think early in my I would say in my college years, I really tried to cope with that by, you know, getting to a successful place and using my success as a means to get revenge on those who had, you know, wronged me or felt like that took me for granted, you know. And I think that's such a shallow form of, you know, of motivation. Yeah, but I did it for a while. I did it for a long time, and it wasn't until like recently that I really came to the realization about how problematic that was. I mean, I had pretty much given up on that, because, you know, it was especially as I became more mindful. It was a great source of negativity for me, but I couldn't really articulate why it was that I didn't like it so much, and I didn't, you know, why it didn't resonate with me anymore. And it's because it's such a low vibration, you know. It's such a, like, I want to do the things I do because I love them, not because I want to seek revenge on people who didn't love me the way I wanted them to love them, you know. And I think it was such a, you know, I was a young boy. And like I said, I was very emotionally stunted. Well into my 20, I want to say 25, I started to wake up. I really just, like, it was like a slow change that really just started to develop. But I want to say most of my life, I was pretty emotionally stunted, emotionally underdeveloped. And I really couldn't process these things in a healthy way. And I had no avenues for them. There was no where for me to go really and talk about these things and such. In order to love someone, you got to do some loving with yourself. It's helping with knowing what you love and dislike. Facts. Yeah, 25 is when the brain is fully cooked. Yeah, and I definitely started. I mean, I learned. It's crazy because I learned what boundaries were at 26. And I was like, holy shit, this would have made my life a lot easier. Why didn't I think of this before? You know, and just my shit wasn't cooked all the way. You know what I'm saying? Nothing gets you we consider your definition of love than after you get out of a narcissistic relationship. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Y'all ever thought about actually killing someone who broke your heart? I'll say it. Thought about? No, I don't think thought about. It was so much love and care. I wanted to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to come and for some reason I thought I mean, no money, no car, just a dream going for me. I just wanted to, save them from the world, and be that person for them, Never wanted to bring harm to, though, even when I got my heart broken. But I mean, I'm sure people get many thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I think the important thing is that you kind of understand how irrational those thoughts can be and obviously don't act on them. But yeah, I'm only 27. I'm still learning too, girl. Nikki, I'm out here still learning, bro. Look, I mean, my lifelong learner, nigga, gang shit. I ain't never too old to learn some more shit, There's triple L's in here. That's the only L's I'm taking is a 3. Lifelong learning, bro. Something really happened at 25. You hit a point where it's like maturity. Yeah, you definitely start to wake up. And I don't think that it's probably like that for everyone because a lot of times people don't even want to meet themselves, But yeah, I'm 28 and I look back at early 20s like, girl, what? Yeah, I'm like, I mean, 20-year-old Goofy Wise would have fucking got burned the fucking down on the internet too. I was a terrible human being. Terrible. And very immature. I guess we all had some form of awakening at 25. Yeah, same, bro. Live, laugh, love. Fuck that. Get out of here. I was toxic as fuck, bro. Toxic, childish, bro. Childish, toxic, petty. I had that moment at this year at 26. I'm glad you had that moment. I think it only gets better as you get older too. Like as you get older, it only gets better. It really does, and you gain a different perspective on life. Really. Yeah. So here's to being 25, gang shit, nigga. Or older than 25. I still haven't reached that moment. It's crazy, bro. Cause like thinking back at my younger self, bro, now it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck was I doing? I was such a fucking baby, literally. I see myself as a fucking child. All the way until 25, really. 25, I would still say I was a child, bro. Like, childlike at least in that sense, But yeah, you'll get there, PR. I promise you. No rush though, Sometimes life kind of forces you. Yeah, you definitely got to mature earlier. Reading your stories, I'm glad I never got to live and have these experiences. Really, you think so? Damn, 25 was 5 years ago for me. Ain't nothing but a thing. Shit, that's 3 years ago for me. I've literally been 25 for 4 months and things are literally clicking out. That's why I don't understand people who date. And I know we're way off topic here. I'm sorry. Anybody who's watching this on YouTube, you're like, shut the fuck up. But when people date like really, really, really young, they'll be like, oh, be like a 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old. I'm like, what the fuck are you getting from this? Or like even like a 21-year-old. I'm like, what's going on? Because like, I don't care how old that 21-year-old might feel. What the fuck are you doing, Pops? Grandma, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Calm down, Pops. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't think, what do y'all have to talk about? What do you, like, I mean, not that you are not human anymore, but it's like, from the emotional standpoint, it's just like you're not even on the same level. Mentally, they're 21. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. I think some people just don't grow. I think some people don't even grow. Like, and I think that's, not to absolve them of accountability, but it's a lot of times that has to do with a lot of environmental factors that are played into that person being that way. Agree, Goofy. I don't see it. Like I started to think they're ulterior motives, trying to take advantage of them and experience. Yeah, and I think I saw a tweet the other day on Twitter about how we are so quick to shame those relationships rather than to start conversations on ways that we can start to dismantle some of the power in those relationships. You know what I'm saying? I think oftentimes we're so quick to, yeah, gross, you know what I'm saying? But they're going to happen regardless, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they're legal, you know what I'm saying? Whether we like it or not, they're legal. 21 and 35 is legal, you know, very legal. You know, it's nobody, I mean, people might look at you weird, but it's like, what, I mean, you know, they're going to do what they want to do. We can't stop them, you know, and not that I agree with it, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that they're going to do it anyways. And instead of shaming them immediately, I think we can start to spark some more conversation around what it means, like how we can dismantle power in those situations. You know what I'm saying? How we can tell the person who's younger, who can kind of gain, you know, some additional perspectives from that situation and maybe, you know, be better at, you know, combating the power dynamics, you know? And I was like, damn, I saw that Twitter tweet and I was like, God damn. I was like, you know, I never really thought of it about that way. And I was like, that'd be pretty fucking cool if we started to have conversations around that. And I think that'd be really helpful for a lot of people, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people, these grown ass adults, gonna do whatever the fuck they want anyways. But it's like, okay, let's talk about how to dismantle that shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What to expect? What, you know what I'm saying? What, is it gaslighting? Is it, you know, whatever it is, you know? But yeah, I digress. But yeah, let's continue the video about the brain and love. We sure went on a tangent there, didn't we? I think that mental health care should be free, man. It's 100%, just like regular health care, you know? 100% without question.
We found activity in other brain regions also. In a brain region associated with
Have you watched Think Like a Man?
Gains and losses.
No.
You're lying there, you're looking at the picture, you're in this machine, you're calculating, you know, what went wrong, how you know, what have I lost? As a matter of fact, Lucy and I have a little joke about this. It comes from a David Mamet play, and there's two con artists in the play, and the woman is conning the man, and the man looks at the woman and says, "Oh, you're a bad pony. I'm not going to bet on you." And indeed, it's this brain, part of the brain, the core of the nucleus accumbens actually, that's becoming active as you're measuring your gains and losses.
Facts, guy.
It's also the brain region that becomes active when you're willing to take enormous risks for huge gains and huge losses. Last but not least, we found activity in the brain region associated with deep attachment to another individual. No wonder people suffer around the world, and we have so many crimes of passion. When you've been rejected in love, not only are you engulfed with...
This is funny because we're watching Euphoria every Sunday in the Discord, and Cassie is literally going through this shit right now.
feelings of romantic love, but you're feeling deep attachment to this individual. Moreover, this brain circuit for reward is working, and you're feeling intense energy, intense focus, intense motivation, and the willingness to risk it all to win life's greatest prize. So what have I learned from this experiment that I would like to tell the world? Foremost, I've come to think that romantic love is a drive, a basic mating drive. Not the sex drive. The sex drive gets you out there looking for a whole range of partners. Romantic love enables you to focus your mating energy on just one at a time, conserve your mating energy, and start the mating process with a single individual. I think of all of the poetry that I've read about romantic love, what sums it up best is something that is said by Plato. Over 2,000 years ago. He said, the God of love lives in the state of need. It is a need. It is an urge. It is a homeostatic imbalance. Like hunger and thirst, it's almost impossible to stamp out. I've also come to believe that romantic love is an addiction, a perfectly wonderful addiction when it's going well, and a perfectly horrible addiction when it's going poorly. And indeed, it has all of the characteristics of an addiction. You focus on the person, you obsessively think about them, you crave them, you distort reality, your willingness to take enormous risks to win this person. And it's got the three main characteristics of addiction. Tolerance, you need to see more and more and more. Withdrawals, and last but not relapse. I've got a girlfriend who's just getting over a terrible love affair. It's been about 8 months. She's beginning to feel better. And she was driving along in her car the other day, and suddenly she heard a song on the car radio that reminded her of this man. And she, not only did the instant craving come back, but she had to pull over the road, from the side of the road, and cry.
Wow.
So one thing I would like the medical community and the legal community and even the college community to see if they can understand that indeed romantic love is one of the most addictive substances on earth. I would also like to tell the world that animals love. There's not an animal on this planet that'll copulate with anything that comes along. Too old, too young, too scruffy, too stupid, and they won't do it. Unless you're stuck in a laboratory cage, you know, and if you spend your entire life in a little box, you're not going to be as picky about who you have sex with. But I've looked in 100 species, and everywhere in the wild, animals have favorites. As a matter of fact, ethologists know this. There's over eight words for what they call animal favoritism, selective proceptivity, mate choice, female choice, sexual choice. And indeed, there are now 3 academic articles.
Nigga, them monkeys look like they making passionate love right now. God damn, what the fuck? Have you heard of the channel called Psych2Go? Yeah, I listen to them all the time. They're on the channel. We actually have a video in the playlist about them today, actually, yeah.
In which they've looked at this attraction, which may only last for a second, but it's...
Pop's like, this big dog on top is like, girl, I'm about to put the motherfucking work on you, girl. I love you so much. And she like, yes, my love. Yes, take me away.
It's a definite attraction, and it's either the same brain region, this reward system, or the chemicals of that reward
That's what I'm saying, bro.
are involved. In fact, I think animal attraction can be instant. You can see an elephant instantly go for another elephant, and I think that this is really the origins of what you and I call love at first sight. People have often asked me whether what I know about love has spoiled it for me. And I just simply say, hardly. You can know every single ingredient in a piece of chocolate cake, and then when you sit down and eat that cake, you can still feel that joy. And certainly I make all the same mistakes everybody else does too. But it's really deepened my understanding and compassion, really, for all human life. As a matter of fact, in New York, I often catch myself looking in baby carriages and feeling a little sorry for the tot. And in fact, sometimes I feel a little sorry for the chicken on my dinner plate when I think of how intense this brain system is. Our newest experiment is been hatched by my colleague Art Aaron, putting people who are reporting that they are still in love in a long-term relationship into the functional MRI. We've put 5 people in so far, and indeed we found exactly the same thing. They're not lying. They basically, the brain areas associated with intense romantic love still become active 25 years later. There are still many questions to be answered and asked about romantic love. The question that I'm working on right this minute, and I'm only going to say it for a second and then end, is why do you fall in love with one person rather than another? The reason I never would have even thought to think of this, but Match.com, the internet dating site, came to me 3 years ago and asked me that question. And I said, I don't know. I know what happens in the brain when you do become in love, but I don't know why you fall in love with one person rather than another. And so I've spent the last 3 years on this. And there's many reasons that you fall in love with one person rather than another that psychologists can tell you. And we tend to fall in love with somebody from the same socioeconomic background, the same general level of intelligence, the same general level of good looks, the same religious values. Your childhood certainly plays a role, but nobody knows how. And that's about it. That's all they know. No, they've never found the way 2 personalities fit together to make a good relationship. So it began to occur to me that maybe your biology pulls you towards some people rather than another. And I have concocted a questionnaire to see to what degree you express dopamine, serotonin, estrogen, and testosterone. I think we've evolved 4 very broad personality types associated with the ratios of these 4 chemicals in the brain. And on this dating site that I've created called chemistry.com, I ask you first a series of questions to see to what degree
I want to go check this shit out right after stream.
you express these chemicals, and I'm watching who chooses who to love. And 3.7 million people have taken the questionnaire in America. About 600,000 people have taken it in 33 other countries. I'm putting the data together now, and at some point, there will always be magic to love, but I think I will come closer to understanding why it is you can walk into a room and everybody is from your background, your same general level of intelligence, your same general level of good looks, and you don't feel pulled towards all of them. I think there's biology to that. I think we're going to end up in the next few years to understand all kinds of brain mechanisms that
I think it might be familiarity might be one of those things. Have you ever heard someone that like says a joke the way you would say it, and you're like, nigga, that shit was hilarious, phenomenal, and I'm like, now I'm instantly drawn to that person, whether it's a friendship or, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think familiarity might be. I think also spontaneity might play an idea too. Like did someone just said something that I would never think of, and it's like, wow, this is so funny. You know what I'm saying? Like fascination, I think might be the word. Fascination and familiarity definitely play a role in pulling you to other people rather than others. You know what I'm saying?
us to one
Facts.
one person rather than
Yeah.
another. So I will close with this. Oh, these are my older people. Faulkner once said, "The past is not dead. It's not even the past." Indeed, we carry a lot of luggage from our yesteryear in the human brain. And so there's one thing that makes me pursue my understanding of human nature. And this reminds me of it. These are two women. Women tend to get intimacy differently than men do. Women get intimacy from face-to-face talking. We swivel towards each other. We do what we call the anchoring gaze, and we talk. This is intimacy to women. I think it comes from millions of years
Wow.
of holding that baby in front of your face, cajoling it, reprimanding it, educating it with words.
Wow, I never even knew that. That's crazy. Ladies, do y'all resonate with that at all? Do y'all resonate with that at all? Really fascinating to hear. Y'all scare me. Absolutely, yes. I never even thought about that. Which is crazy. Something I never see as a man. Something I've never thought about at all. Like I've never thought about. I mean, obviously, look at their face, but it's like I'm like trying to think. Do I get intimacy from that? I don't know. Honestly, miss what she said. She said women get intimacy from face-to-face conversations. That's crazy. I mean, not that I don't get intimacy from face-to-face conversations, but nah, we zone out. Interesting. It's just never the way I would describe intimacy, really, with another person. She's gonna talk about men now. Let's hear about
Baby
it.
in front of your face, cajoling it, reprimanding it, educating it with words. Men tend to get intimacy from side-by-side doing. As soon as one guy
That's
looks
facts.
up and the other
Oh my God, that's facts, bro. Like, think about sports. You know, fellas are like, nigga, we doing some shit together. We eating together, side by side. It feels, that's crazy, bro. I never even thought about that. Because, and ladies, do y'all feel like that sometimes? Do y'all feel like that sometimes? Like, do y'all feel like side by side, you know, comparison, like y'all doing something together? And I think that's why, that might be part of the reason why I love watching shows with my significant other, because like they're literally side by side. We're doing this activity together. You know what I'm saying? And as we're doing it, we're kind of unpacking the show. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other task we might be doing side by side, whether we were digging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Throwing rocks into a pond. I don't know. But that's crazy. That's crazy. That's really interesting. Really fucking interesting. Wow, I love this kind of stuff, man.
the other guy will look away.
Really. That's cool. And I think it can be different. I think what she's doing right now, she's making generalizations based upon data that she's getting. But as men and women, we fall further. I mean, biological sex is a spectrum as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's varying degrees of which our chromosomes are shaped. You know what I'm saying? Some might have a little longer, Y chromosome. Some might have a little shorter, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think of course there's going to be differences. And then you think about your own life experiences as well. Then there might be some differences. Maybe like, your parents, you felt love doing activities and shit like that with your parents. So it's like that might play a factor too. But I do think, there's some truth to this, while it is not true enough to make a dissertation or to be so specific to every single person. You know what I'm saying? And to say that they don't feel any kind of love any other way. You see what I'm saying? I do think the lesbian factor adds to it. I mean, maybe that's a societal thing, you know. Maybe I don't know the specifics of you. So like I wouldn't dare to even make jest about you. But it could be a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting perspective, and I'm glad you shared that perspective with us today. Video games with your significant other. Oh my God, yes. Video games too, side by side. And that's something I missed that we don't really do anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't really do that anymore because for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man, I'm trying to get a significant other and play It Takes Two with them. Oh, let's see. There's probably different varying levels, but I definitely feel love. Me personally, side to side activities, yes, I do, bro.
Years of standing behind that bush, sitting behind the bush, looking straight ahead, trying to hit that buffalo in the head with a rock. I think for millions of years, men faced their enemies. They sat side by side with friends. So my final statement is, love is in us. It's deeply embedded in the brain. Our challenge is to understand each other. Thank you.
Woo! Yes. Yes. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Wow. W on It Takes Two. Really? I mean, I want to play that with a partner for sure. One day. Okay, so we got one more chunky video. It's like 10 minutes. We are going to go over time today, and I want to apologize to anyone we had a really long intro today, so I'm going to be honest. We had a really long ad. I was dancing. I was wilding. So like I said, if you do got to take off, I know you guys have other activities. This will be on the Mindful Monday channel today, so you can check it out later if you want to just tap in and just look at it or whatever. Maybe it's a conversation you kind of want to listen to, or you got whatever's going on. Yeah, I think it'd be amazing, bro. I think that'd be fucking amazing. You miss Goofy dancing, yeah. But like I said, there'll be plenty of opportunity. So if you guys want to check it out later, I'll put the link for the Mindful Monday channel in Discord as well. And I think we have it in here too. Ahmad came in here with it the other day, and yeah. You timestamp it? No, I should timestamp it though. That would probably be very useful. Now that I think about it, because right now niggas gotta just search through the shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sure that would be very helpful. That's a good idea. I don't even know how to timestamp. I don't even know if I can with my new YouTube. Anyways. This next video is called The Big Secret to Finding Lasting Love.
So, how
Damn,
many
girl,
people
speak up.
have fallen in love with the wrong person at some point in your life? By show of hands, the majority of us. But if you think about it, choosing partners is something that we're never taught how to do. We're just expected to know how.
That's a good point.
Well, when I was in business school, I realized I just sort of knew how. I had this thing. And I would help my friends find good partners, fall in love, and nothing made me happier. And I kept doing it and doing it. So much so that 12 years later, I pulled the plug on a big, safe career to follow my heart and start my company, which helps people to fix their hearts. And we've helped thousands of singles find lasting, happy love in a way that they just weren't able to do before. And we've had 0 divorces to this day.
Okay.
Now, as you can imagine, we've learned some pretty compelling things along the way. And one of them is that people are dating by using a checklist. Shocking. Now, when I ask women, what's the number one thing that you're looking for in your future dream guy? They say tall, preferably over 6 feet.
Wow. Ladies, would y'all say that? Is that something that's on your checklist? Be honest. Don't lie. Be honest. Don't lie. No? Interesting. Love that. I'm going to take that as a yes. Kiki. Not for me. No. Yes. Aren't you tall though? this whole video is in hashtag ad. It might be. I would like it, but it's not necessary. Never dated anyone 6 foot above, or at least that they have to be taller than you. Probably, yeah. Yes, I'm 5'10". Okay. No, I'm okay when it comes to heights. I can't be my neck looking up at you. Okay, so they have to be taller than you though. Yep, I'm tall. Okay. You just got to be taller than me, so you got to be at least 5'10". Okay. I want them face to face. I do need taller than me. Yeah. Dated someone that is 5'2" and 5'4". Broke up with him because he was on some stuff. Oh, he was on some bull. So you said don't date short man? You said short man evil. Conclusion. I'm not someone who's 6 foot and over, but I wouldn't mind someone my height or slightly lower. Okay. I be avoiding shit, man. Short man syndrome like a plague. I don't blame you. I drink you like a tall glass of water. Face ass. Oh, let me climb that tree. Shut up, nigga. Short man closer to Earth though, and hell as well. So do with that information what you want. 6'4" and up for sure. My boyfriend is 5'11", so I'm set. Short man close. Yeah, I said that. What you trying to say, Goofy? No, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say y'all.
And when I ask men the same question, they say attractive. Now, how's that working out for us? Not so well if you look at the data, and we do look at the data. 50% of first marriages end in divorce in the US, 67% of second marriages, and 74% of third marriages. Almost the majority of us are using the wrong checklist. Tall and attractive are a good start, but they're not what it takes to find lasting love. So what we've discovered is a better way, dare I say, a better list to helping people find that love. And this works no matter who you are or who you're looking for, because love is love. And this is what we taught Anna. When Anna came to us, she came to us after a terrible breakup. She thought her ex of 2 years was the one. And when he broke up with her suddenly, she was crushed and heartbroken. And she wanted to make sure that this never happened to her again. So the first thing I wanted to do with Anna was figure out what that list was that was in her head. So I asked her, Anna, tell me about your dream guy, and I'm gonna make a list. And so she said, oh, that's great. He's tall, he's over 6'2". Of course he is. He makes
It's crazy because the taller you are, the rarer you exist. You see what I'm saying? It's like people who make general requests about certain standards of body, I guess this is, for lack of a better word, is bro, literally so only people. I'm 6'11", so nigga, my height, it's 0.2 of the population is this tall. You know what I'm saying? 6'2", I wouldn't say is average, and I wouldn't. You know what? I'm gonna just look it up. What percent of the population is over 6 foot? We'll do 6 feet, and we'll just trust in Google has some good. Okay, so the U.S. all men, 14% of all men are over 6 feet. So ladies, and I know y'all got to put up a lot of bullshit already with men. So it's it's really hard for me to tell y'all what y'all can and can't want from a man, in a relationship, because patriarchy, you know what I'm saying? But in your own best interest, possibly, maybe, you know what I'm saying? 14% of the population already narrows it down so much, Let's see. Okay, we're all in America, right? Okay, what percent of American population? It doesn't say America or not, but it just says statistic. Okay. Oh, I said 15.8% of adult men. Okay, U.S. men. Okay, so 15% right there. Out of 100% of men, 15% of men are over 6 foot. Yeah, and can y'all imagine what 6'2" is looking like? Probably marginally smaller. So just a little, you know, and like I said, and guys have their really weird, you know, expectations too. And I'm sure that there's probably like maybe they should chill the fuck out. Like I've seen some guys like, oh, I don't want to date a girl over 130 or saying some dumb shit like that, which is obviously not equivocal to saying 6 foot, but it's like, you know, it's similar in the sense that you know, their standards for body or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Do women? Oh, okay. Let me see right now. Do women over 6 foot? Let's check out. Say women. Teddy came to say hi, guys. Roughly 1% of U.S. women are over 6 foot tall. Roughly 1%. 1%, bro. Teddy talk? Yes, sir. That's crazy. Whoa, a puppy. Yeah, he's my little guy. He's the pupper. Teddy talk. Teddy, we gotta say to the people. Got something to say? No? All right, because you got a lot to say when you're looking at other dogs out the window. I just wanted to know if you had something to say to them. But I guess not. Okay. So, yeah, interesting nonetheless. Let's get back to the video, though.
More money than me, he has a great job, he's fit, he has hair, he's adventurous, and her list went on to include 34 more items.
Wow, 34.
Now, lest you think that Anna's list is unique, it's not. I've interviewed thousands of women, and 95% of
no, but I want to see that dog from TikTok that barks at white people in the window. That's hilarious.
them have virtually the same dream list. So we finished that list.
Wow. So the competition's
now I
high.
ask Anna a second question, a more important question. Who are the people in your life that make you really happy? And I start a second list. And she thought a second, and she says, okay, my best friend Laura, because she is always there for me. I can tell her anything with no judgment, and she is so supportive. And my brother Michael, he loves me unconditionally. He sees the best in me. He tells me he's like my own personal cheerleader. And my friend Catherine, she's positive, but she's so real with me, and she tells me what I need to hear. And her list goes on. And I look over at her, and there are silent tears streaming down her face.
Wow.
And she said, God, I have never thought about these people in this way before. They make me so happy. I don't know what I would do without them.
Wow. She about to wrap her ass up.
What Anna didn't realize that she was doing was describing what we call elevator people. We call them elevator people.
It's like a really weird
because
name.
like an elevator, they lift us up and they elevate us. And like an elevator, they keep us grounded and safe. Elevator people in our lives are the creme de la creme of the relationships that we have that keep us happy, grounded, and alive. So now, I show Anna the two lists that we've made side by side, and I see her eyes.
Damn. That's a great way to put it right there. Don't you guys think? That's a great way to put it.
Eyes start to widen. All of her exes met the criteria of her dream guy list, but she had never stopped to think about, how do they make me feel? Do they feel like the relationships that make me happiest? And the light bulb went on for her.
So on one side we have dream guy, tall, 6 foot plus, great job, financially secure, fit, funny. Elevator people, you know, she could just say dream guy for that, really, and say always there for me, supportive, non-judgmental, sees the best in me, loves me unconditionally. No, that's amazing, bro.
She had been dating for what she wanted in a partner, but not what she needed to be happy. And that's the moment that everything changed for Anna in her dating life. And that is the moment that everything can change for anyone that wants to find lasting love. Now, this might sound natural and intuitive and obvious, but it isn't.
No.
Less than 2% of people,
Especially in our society, let's be honest.
ever put even one elevator quality.
You can have all the things on the dream guy side and still not like the person. 100% facts. Exactly. But it's like, can you, it's going to be a lot harder to not like the person if all the things on the right are, he has all the things on the right.
On their dream list. Now, why is that? Well, because of evolution, right? We are wired biologically to preference the traits.
When you think about that dream list and you look at this nigga, bro, and you think about what girls wanted back then, it was probably everything like cavemen or cave women, I guess, for lack of a word. They wanted someone tall to ward off, potential threats. Great job. He could provide, in his financial score. He could, access to resources. He was fit. You know what I'm saying? He was fit. He could run around. He wasn't like a fat caveman. You know what I'm saying? Because he's hunting and shit, right? And he was funny. He was enjoyable to be around when he wasn't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, makes sense.
Make it through multiple painful childbirths and keep a good home, and younger persists on their dream list today. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with tall or younger or attractive. Attraction is really important in romantic relationships. But what I am saying is,
I skipped a lot. My fault.
Hunt buffalo, kill, to preference the traits that we do on our dream list. Back in the cave day, women were looking for the big.
Oh, this is exactly what I was saying. So I basically made her point before she said it. Okay. Goofy wise.
Big, strong caveman that could hunt buffalo, kill it, bring it home, feed the village. And today, what do we preference? Tall as number one. And men were looking for cave women that were younger and could make it through multiple painful childbirths and keep a good home.
Damn, have we really come far? Have we really come far? Because I mean, Jesus Christ.
Younger persists on their dream list today. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with tall or younger or attractive. Attraction is really important in romantic relationships. But what I am saying is, when you choose for the qualities that make you happiest in your romantic relationships, it will lead to the best, most soulful love of your life. How couldn't it? And so
Love
what
that.
happened to our friend Anna? So
How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like y'all resonating with that? I mean, like we say we live in the future or we think in the past. Yeah.
it took her a minute to start dating in this new way, to stop relying on that old dream.
Guess I'm on the right track.
And to start dating people.
Talk your shit,
to
Kim.
see how they made her feel. Did they make her feel like the people in her life that made her happiest? And the good news is, she met him. He is always there for her. He is her own personal cheerleader. He is supportive. He is positive. And he's cute. He's smart. He has a good job.
There you go.
He's only 5'9".
Because so you can have both, but not everything. You know what I'm saying?
We convinced her.
Go ahead, get you a motherfucking short king, y'all. Get you a motherfucking short king. Stop playing, bro. Short king, stand up. Stand up.
Everybody is the same height lying down, if you know what I mean. So they're all good there. And they still count their blessings every day that they've met each other. Now, people often call me a psychotic optimist because I believe with every cell in my being that love exists for every single person that wants it.
Studious.
I see beautiful stories happen when we consciously start to choose people that make us happy. Imagine if we all sat down and made our elevator lists and understood what makes us happiest in our deepest relationships. And then imagine if we looked at that list and we became elevator people to our partners, to our spouses, to our families, to our friends, to our colleagues. Imagine how much more love would be in the world. Imagine what divorce rates could look like. And imagine if we all started to choose elevator people to fall in love with romantically. Heck, that might put me out of a job, but I love love and nothing would make me happier.
Wow.
Thank you.
Love that for you, Queen. Love that for. What do y'all think about that, ladies, gentlemen? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Me and you, your mama, your cousin too. What do y'all think, Iraq? The ladder leads out of my front door. I loved it. Is she single? I don't know. I wonder. Maybe. Does that matter though? I don't know if it does. Maybe it does. Not the ads making me miss a mid. Somebody give her a sub, bro. The phrase elevator people is strange. People are living in an elevator. Yo, that does. When you say it like that, it does sound mad weird. The elevator people. They're coming for us. You know what I mean? There's people that lives in the elevator, Mom. That sounds like some title of a scary movie. Elevator people. One man trapped in his corporation building for the weekend. A village of unelevator people who live in the elevators. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I took it too far. They're my best friends. Can you not think about the people in your life? You know what I'm saying? That are your elevator people though? That do all those things for you guys? You know, and why are you their friends? I think that's something to think about. I don't want to interact with anyone in an elevator. Never, bro. He said W elevators. Okay. The People Under the Stars was a movie that plagued my childhood. It sounds like that for sure. People Under the Stairs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What people? What friends? Chelsea? I'm your friend. What's up, nigga? Knock it off. You have friends, right? I hope so. To be honest, I'm still recovering from the loneliness month for one. Yeah. Learning Lesbian, thank you for gifting us off to Dom. I appreciate that, bro. I still got no friends. Hey, but we can work on finding friends though, because we had a Friendship Mindful Monday that will help us do so. Yeah. And so if you haven't seen it, it's on my fucking Mindful Monday YouTube, nigga. So go watch it. I need to be a better friend. Great response. Yeah, same. Goof, have you played Detroit Become Human? I have played it before. I'm gonna play it again soon, one day. Yeah, I got a 6er. A 6er? What does that mean? All right, I don't know who they be talking to. Who need a friend? I got some slots on my roster. I love my elevator people. It's true. Finding someone like them would be amazing. Yeah, bro. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, the one you can depend on. Friends. Yes, I love my elevator people. I met them in college. They're like family to me. I had a falling out with my friend. It was probably my closest friend. So I don't know. I can't really look to friends. I feel you. That's valid. Not the roster, the friend roster. There you go, Goofy. You already know. I still not looking under 6'2". She tried to play me. Hey, all I gotta say is Michi, good luck, my nigga. Good luck, cause it's hard out here for a tall woman, bro. Especially if you want a tall man. 15% of all men in America. And think about this. Okay, so let me guess. Michi, do you have are you like, you prefer black men or something like that? Say if you did. I don't know if you do. I wouldn't shame you if you did. If you prefer black men, right? Now you gotta think about the statistics of not only that 15% of men, but also how many of those men are black. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's impossible, but god damn, when you think about the tops, I like all races, Chelsea. Okay. No, she likes white men. Okay. Okay. So that's good. That's good. That's in your favor. You know what I'm saying? That's in your favor. Why was something to be ashamed about? I prefer only black people. Definitely nothing that should be ashamed about. You know what I'm saying? Did I say that? If I did, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to say. I couldn't wait outed in Black History Month, bro. During Black History Month, shame on. Let me get my Hotep hat, bro. Where my Hotep at, bro? I need to get a Hotep hat for the stream. Listen, brothers and sisters, you don't understand. In order to continue our race of the black people, we must procreate with black people and only black people. Listen here. Let me stop. Couldn't wait during Black History Month. But yeah. Why how many of those black men are gay or married? That's probably a better thing to think about. How many of those black men are those men in general are already married? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many layers. It's just hard out here, bro. Oh, Chels hollered that. Oh, okay. Okay, for sure. All right, moving on. I'm sorry. We're gonna be here all day. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have this next video. We have a tip.
Here's my guess. You hate going on random dates. And why wouldn't you? You go on dates where you don't know there's any chemistry. You spend your whole evening with someone that in the first 5 minutes you realize you don't feel anything with.
Oh, if somebody ever do that to me, I'm leaving.
Whole evening with someone that in the first 5 minutes you realize
I'm leaving. I'm getting up right here and I'm leaving, bro. He pulls out his cell phone and gives me the finger like, hold on. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Feel anything with, and afterwards you feel deflated and burned out and like you don't want to go on any more of them. Now I get it. I don't want to be giving up entire evenings of my time for strangers either. I'd rather be spending it with friends or family, people I already know and care about. Which is why what I'm about to tell you today is so important and will revolutionize your dating life. Be generous about who you meet, but be selfish about who you date. See, I think people are fussy about the wrong things. You'll get women who give a ton of their time and energy to a guy who's not even trying, and then when they're swiping on a dating app, they won't even talk to a guy because his shirt and his shorts don't match. I believe that we have to start getting less selective about who we talk to and far more selective about who we actually date, because it's dating that is time consuming. It's relationships and investing emotion and energy that is time consuming. Meeting someone takes 1 minute.
What do y'all think about that? I definitely think girls will swipe on a nigga because his shirt and shoes don't match. I think girls will swipe on a nigga because of the pose he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna order the most expensive meal after that and then hit them with I'm gonna go to the restroom then dip. Bruh. Now that's actually fucking hilarious. What he's saying is facts? I'm not picky about fashion. I'm not stylish myself. They better not be wearing flip-flops and socks. That's all I'm saying. That's why you gotta have a roster? Bruh. Dom got a sub and wild out, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out. It's all good, bro. I know y'all niggas got ADD anyway. That's why we got a rewind button. I'm not picky about fashion either. Yeah, that's understandable. I agree. Profile pic need to separate talking to know someone and dating for a relationship. It just look presentable. That's all that. Yeah, which is fine.
I'm starting to believe in the idea of a 1-minute date. What is a 1-minute date? It's the moment in the cafe where you ask the guy who just ordered a turmeric latte whether it actually tastes good. It's a moment in an online dating situation where you send a guy a message to have a quick conversation to see if he actually is as witty as he claims to be in his profile. In fact, I believe that we should rarely go on a date with someone we haven't first had a phone call with. If you meet a guy online or on an...
Facts. I'm big on that. We got to FaceTime first. I'm not just trying to come see you, nigga. FaceTime me. Girls be dodging the fuck out of FaceTimes though. Y'all don't like them, huh? In my experience, in my humble experience, I'll be like, nah, nigga, you ain't getting the time of the face. You know what I'm saying? For some people who feel intimacy with face-to-face conversation, y'all some. I ain't doing FaceTime. They have to be scheduled. Why scheduled though, nigga like me? I'm pulling up for the FaceTime, fresh out of bed, bro. Like, you know, spontaneous type shit. You know what I'm saying? Is it because it's too intimate too fast, you think? FaceTime is the biggest icebreaker. I feel the same way. Listen, I'm not FaceTime ready all the time. Man, ain't nobody give a boop, right? If anything, we want to see you while maybe that's a privilege though. Maybe to see you, you know, not FaceTime ready is a privilege, and niggas don't be earning that. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I need you to like you before I FaceTime me, not just no old body can do that. Yeah, I feel you. That's fair. So I guess I was some old bodies to some niggas, to some girls. I mean, so like that sucks. We got to be dressed for that in the beginning. You know what, Goofy? Be quiet. We can't all be natural, beautiful. Okay, let's stop. I don't know why y'all think I'm beautiful naturally, nigga. Have you seen me on a no haircut day? I'll be looking fucking like a grizzly bear, nigga. Stop playing. I'm sitting on my couch without pants, eating donut. If you FaceTime me right now, do it at your own risk. See, that's the kind of energy I want, though. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, nigga. I am me, and I am confident regardless of what you think, nigga. I know you know what I'm saying? Almost like, give a fuck, nigga. I know I look good. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm not dressed up, motherfucker. That to me is dope. I like that a lot. One day out of a woman, one day, nigga, have you ever seen, nigga, if I don't shave my face at least like every 4 days, nigga, it's crazy. It's crazy in here, bro. It's crazy. And obviously I'm not going to say that I have it harder than a woman. You know what I'm saying? By any means. My face will never be looked at the same way or critiqued the same way that a woman's day will be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and even compare, like, by far. I'm just saying I do be looking ugly sometimes. I will put up to unexpected FaceTimes and a bonnet and everything. Hey, how you doing? Hey, that's what's up, nigga. I love that energy, nigga. Put a bonnet on, nigga. And that just encapsulate the nigga. I'm relaxed energy, nigga. I'm relaxed. Jay from LA. FaceTime ready should only consist of washing your face and brushing your teeth. Put a bonnet on. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm cool with that. If you ugly, I'm repulsive. Shut up, Dom. Y'all don't stop with these compliments. Stop it. Ugh, I'm gonna vomit.
App, you should be getting.
Goofy loves FaceTime. I do. Sammy. I be FaceTiming the fuck out of you too. Sammy be annoyed. I be annoying the fuck out of Sammy. Sammy be like, leave me the fuck alone. I can see it on his face. He be trying to get off the conversation. I'm like, no, Sammy, stay with me. Stay a little longer. I'm lonely. Goofy, I got you. You dusty motherfucker. Okay, thank you.
Getting that person on the phone before going on a date with them. I know personally, I can tell within 5 to 10 minutes on the phone whether I'm going to enjoy someone's company and their conversation. Why waste 3 hours on a date where you can spend 5 minutes figuring...
That's actually facts, though. I think we should do more phone calls for sure.
Out whether you can actually connect with someone. So many people these days are going on dates to find out if there's chemistry. I'm a believer in going on a date because there's chemistry. People misunderstand me. They think that I want them to be going on dates every night of the week. I think that is the worst use of your time. I want you to be talking to different people, creating chemistry so that you can decide on the one night of the week that you do have a date to give it to someone that's actually showing promise.
I respect that. What
I need you to do is give more energy to the quick interactions that might actually lead to something and give you choice with
Goofy has body dysmorphia? Probably.
men, and drop the 6-month affair with Dan, who you have a great connection with, but only sees you twice a month to hook up at 11 o'clock at night. So many women are more comfortable giving up yet another evening of their lives to a guy they like, but know it's not going anywhere with, than dedicating 3 minutes of their life to a new phone call or a conversation with a guy they don't yet know.
What do you think about that, ladies? I don't usually like, specifically white dudes telling me anything about what women should be doing, but but dudes in general. But how do y'all feel about that, bro? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that maybe he might be onto something? I'm just curious, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it probably can seem a little like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and I'm sure like y'all been hearing that shit all your whole life. So he might be indeed spitting. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Blocked immediately. I had to find his approach to be interesting and something new to try. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I think so. I agree, Jewel, 100%. I think it's dope. I think we do get tunnel vision on people because we've already invested some time into them. So we were like, we might as well. So we don't have to ask somebody what their favorite color is again. You know what I'm saying? It's that whole like meme, like, we don't like doing that, bro. He said, I missed what he said, to be honest. It's cool. We got a rewind button. Yep, because sometimes I've been in love with a guy I shouldn't be. Yeah.
And by the way, there's a really good chance that this is going to feel uncomfortable at first. Why? Because it's so much easier to go out with the person you already know, even if they're not satisfying your needs, than to go out there and meet new people.
Facts, bro. I think that we as human beings, just in general, we've talked about this over multiple Mindful Mondays, would rather do what is more comfortable than do something that is a little, do something that's more comfortable that's bad for us than do something that's uncomfortable that might be good for us, And I think, yeah.
But you don't have to spend entire evenings with strangers. All you have to do is give a few more minutes away. Make this year the year that you meet your Mr. Right quicker because you're generous with your minutes and selfish with your hours. I'll see you next week.
Respectfully, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I think that was dope. I think that's a perspective we haven't really thought about, because I feel like once you go on a date with somebody, that's when you start investing more in them, rather than just trying to do little investments here and there. And kind of seeing like, okay, is this somebody I would want to go on a date with to begin with? And I'm sure, like I said, women do a lot more of that shit just in general. You know what I'm saying? Because, obviously safety, you know what I'm saying? Nobody finna just go on a date with anybody, especially if it's a non-public place. Yeah. I can't unsee Daniel Radcliffe now. That's the thing. When you're traumatized by your parents, you don't know a person is bad for you because they present themselves differently from what they actually. Yeah, true. Very true. Yep. All you can know is from their actions, though. That's all you can know. It's from their actions. Okay, this person's not doing this, doing that. Okay, let me go invest 5 minutes into, starting some conversations with different people. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on a date with someone I don't already like, so maybe that's kind of why I relate to it. No, I think what he's doing, what he's saying is amazing. I think what he's saying is dope. It's amazing. Actions speak louder than words. Facts. I think watching someone's actions and then listen to their words, you'll see two different intentions. And I think ultimately that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's not even just a relationship. That's it with friendships. I've seen a couple, like, especially like recently, I had an issue with some of my friends where our friend was moving a little weird, bro, and I had a feeling about it, and then over time, you just start to see actions line up, and it's just like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and even though the words are the exact opposite, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you just know. If I'm not, I probably don't like him enough to go on a date. My grandfather and I used to spend hours, people watching. He taught me a lot about noticing patterns in people as a whole. Really? Your grandpa a former spy or something? What's up? I just want to know. just for research purposes. Damn, we're going on 4 hours right now. Y'all having a good time? Cause I'm having a good time. I don't care. Fuck it. G Love, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out. I think this has been dope. And thank you for hitting that follow button, man. I hope you guys are having a good time, bro. Y'all not tripping. Y'all got somewhere to be? Chat? Love this topic. Me too, bro. My grandfather was an actual hitman, so we mobbing. Wow, that's wild. That's a random fact if I ever heard one. This is nice. Thanks for this. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys, bro. I love having these kind of conversations, bro. I kind of want to watch. Let's see. I think I want to watch. Okay, so this next video is, this is can we have a lot of videos to watch, bro. Okay. But this next video is, can two strangers fall in love with 36 questions? Are you guys interested in this? I am, certainly. But I just want to know how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Would y'all like to, it feels good to attend a Mindful Monday for a change. Yeah, is this your first time? Is this your first time, bro? Sounds interesting. Shit, let me write these down.
I have not had a conversation like this with a random person.
Let's try this out, bro. Let's try it out. Try this. It's only 9 minutes, right?
I have not had a conversation like this with a random person in a long time.
And I think it works great after the thing we just watched, by the way. So let's try it out.
A viral New York Times article featured 36 questions that could supposedly make any two people fall in love. We wanted to see what would happen if we asked these questions to two complete strangers on a blind date.
My full
I know that guy, really?
is Kira, but I only go by Kira.
What is your relationship status?
Hold on. You know that guy? What's his name? Tell me right now. You have 10 seconds. Oh, he's an actor. I thought you knew him. Okay, I thought you knew him. I was like, girl, how you know him? Turn them subtitles off? Yeah, I don't know what them subtitles doing, but they ain't doing English.
I am single.
Why she say it with so much grit? I am single. Girl, calm down. We gonna get you some dick. Hold on.
I'm excited. I mean,
let me stop. That was
it's really bad. So
my name's Russell, and I am single. Super single, actually.
He said the same thing though. Actually, super single.
Like all this,
big goofy ass nigga.
Leading up to it is like making it worse.
Nigga, why you gotta sit so awkwardly? See, this is some shit I can never do. I can never sit at this table right here and just be chilling, bro, because my legs are too long. I would have been spreading my shit out, nigga, long as fuck. I don't like crisscross applesauce. They're cute. They seem chill.
Hello.
hi.
How are you doing? I'm Russell.
I'm Kira.
Kira?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I guess we're
having tea.
He likes her. Yeah. He likes her. You could tell. Nice to meet you too. Anytime a nigga start putting extra emphasis on words and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You just know. You just know, nigga. Nice to meet you too. Nigga, you didn't have to put so much twang in that shit, nigga. Too. Nigga. Nigga, what you putting so much emotion in that shit for, bro? You trying to let her know you like her already? Nigga, calm down, boy. Hey, yo, Buck, calm down, big fella. Buddy fella. Look, he's so excited. He's like a kid. He's giddy right now. He definitely likes her. Let me stop, bro.
Yeah.
These are cute.
I know, right?
What up, Big C?
I know, it's very zen.
Am I reading that right? Big Icy.
First blind date.
Right.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. We doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. When did you last sing to yourself and to someone else?
The last
time I sung is this fucking morning when we started the stream. We were singing together, gang shit.
Sung to myself was last night. Because I'm always...
And that should be everybody's answer. That should be everybody. Y'all all should have been singing with me at that point in time. If you weren't, are you even real, nigga? Are you even a real nigga?
In my room dancing and singing. To someone else, probably this morning. What about you?
I sang to myself this morning for sure, getting ready.
Okay.
That's probably a daily occurrence.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either singing or rapping or both.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Oh, that's creepy. No, but interesting.
Damn. I would never want to answer this question because I would probably say, you know, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about this. Never mind.
Fact, when I was like 19, I just had like this belief that I was gonna die young.
Really?
I was having deja vu so often.
Do you believe in deja vu? I know this is off topic.
There's no topics, right?
I don't know. Deja vu is so weird because there's been like really random times I'm like.
The question was, do you have a hunch on how you're gonna die?
I've done this before. You know how like Mario Kart,
yeah,
the checkpoints. I feel like they're checkpoints. Yeah. Oh. Here we go. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Oh, I probably would have liked to have been heard a little bit more growing up. My mom
for
passed
sure.
when I was young, when I was like 7.
I'm thinking, do y'all want me to respond to these or do y'all want to just let them talk? Because I can answer these questions too. These are some really fucking good questions.
And I was raised by a single dad. He was just always so busy.
Yeah.
He's a doctor, he's a pediatrician, like, and yeah, I don't want it to come off like I'm.
Def answer them? No. Okay. If I could change anything about the way I was raised, obviously I would pick, and I don't want to put too much pressure on my mother because it wasn't her. I mean, she brought me into this world, but it's like, it takes two to fucking tango, right? I would have definitely had a more healthy relationship with my mom, and overall, you know, I would wish that she was more loving and she had the time and space to grow as a person, to be a better parent and friend to me. I think that's overall. I think she was dealing with a lot of trauma from her childhood that she never really processed, and I think that would have been nice if she would have done that, so we could have had a better space growing up. You know what I'm saying? I like to change. So yeah, also the socioeconomic standards as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe having 2 parents in the household. You know, maybe my dad wasn't a shithead and had 20 kids and decided to leave us alone completely. That would have been pretty cool. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, if he wasn't a dickhead like that. So yeah.
Oh, don't, like, this is your experience.
Yeah, but I just don't want it to sound like I'm ungrateful or anything like that. Like, my dad's the best. Like, he's amazing.
I wish I didn't know the details of my mom and my dad's relationship and the details of the dysfunction, because now I carry that as a woman.
But you recognize it, right?
Yeah,
so
it is what it is, you know. Now I can like break the cycle, but it's still like,
that's not easy.
Yeah. Growing up sucks.
I know, right?
Because then you're like, oh, I'm really fucked up.
Pretty much.
But then it's like, oh wait, everyone's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share ...
I wish I had someone with whom I could share my love for food.
Oh my gosh.
How would I answer that? I wish I had someone I could share my love for content creation with.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I love to eat.
Okay, good. It's over. We're good.
I hate when parents say, I'm your parent, not your friend, then expect you to have a strong friend-like relationship with your siblings. Like, can you be both? But okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Having the responsibility of breaking cycle is fucking rough. Yeah, it is fucking rough, bro. It's fucking way too much pressure. It's not fair. It's really not. No wonder people fall for each other over this stuff. Yeah, these are some fucking good-ass questions. I just wish I had someone, period. I feel that. I wonder if someone matched them well. Maybe. I wish I had someone I could share my love of dance with. Chat, who would y'all wish? What would y'all say? I wish I had someone I could share my love of history with. I forget parents be regular people. Me too, bro. Me too.
Good. All right.
I wish I had someone to share, I'm gonna say, my love for dancing in the mirror to Beyonce. Like, I have friends who like love Beyonce like me, but it's just not the same. Like, I need my girl, like, she's not here, so.
I feel you.
Having a partner that will dance with you is fucking 10 out of 10, by the way. Just like goofy ass dancing, like, if we can't dance together in our living room to fucking nostalgic songs, what the fuck do we have, bro? What do we have? You know what I'm saying? Like if we can't just like have a little like goofy moment like that, you know what I'm saying? Or just, you know, like, oh man. A dance battle? It ain't got to be a competition. It could just be like a celebration.
1 minute and tell your partner your
but
life
that's
story
funny
in
too.
as much detail as possible.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of good stuff and bad stuff.
Wait, what was the question?
Possible. Okay. Take 1 minute and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
1 minute? That's it?
I'm trying to think of good
Damn,
stuff
that's a really hard question to do. Let me let them go first. And I'll go after.
and bad stuff because I don't want to.
But it's your story, right?
I know.
1 minute?
So I was born in Manhattan, New York. When I was about 6 years old, I witnessed my dad become physically violent towards my mom, maybe about a few months after we ended up moving. And that was the start of moving all the time. I went to Buffalo State College. In my last year, I was like, you know what?
Girl, your minute is up. Your minute is up, sis. Come on.
I've outgrown this place. I don't feel like it's giving me anything. I was actually like depressed because I just wasn't happy. And then I decided to move to California. And I moved here by myself with very little money. But I have a lot of faith, and I believe that if you really want something, it's because you're supposed to have it. So you just
did it.
And now I'm here.
Okay, so my life story in a minute. Okay, I was born in South Central, Bellflower, California. My mom lived out there, right? And then we moved up to Northern California when I was like really young. We stayed there for quite some time, and then we ended up moving to Iowa because my mom fell in love with some guy, and we moved to Iowa for a minute. They broke up. We moved to Illinois, and then eventually South Carolina for varying reasons. We were supposed to go there on a weekend, but we ended up staying. But we stayed there for 2 years. I went to middle school there. Then I went back to California because my grandma was sick, and we stayed with my grandma at her house in Watts for since I was 13. To 13 to I want to say 13 to pretty much 18. You know, I was in LA or Watts. And then from LA, and it was at one point where I was living there in LA, and we got taken from my mom. Somebody called CPS on my mom, so I ended up living in Arizona for a little bit, and then I also stayed in Detroit, Michigan with my dad for a little bit as well. But mostly Southern SoCal, right? I went to college out. I went to high school 5 different places. Norco. First I did homeschool. Then I went to, this is really hard to do in 1 minute. I went to homeschool because I have so much details, bro. I went to homeschool. I went to Norco. I went to Victorville in California. I went to La Sierra is where I ended up graduating from in Riverside, California. And yeah, I graduated from there. Went to junior college for a little bit at Cypress College. I went there I gray shirted for 2 years thinking I was going to play basketball. Didn't really work out so much. I ended up going up north to a place called College of Sequoias. Stayed there for a little bit for 1 year. Came back down, went to Cypress College for 2 more years. So 5 years in total in college, really. And then I went to Cal State Fullerton. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where I graduated from. And after that, I was playing basketball for the team or whatever. It didn't really work out. Wasn't really my passion. Growing up, there was a time when I was growing up and I really had a passion for content creation, but my family told me I shouldn't do it. They got mad at me. They said they were going to send me to boot camp because I was editing YouTube videos and shit, and there was no money in that shit. And then I started making content after college, and I quit the basketball team because I was working 2 jobs and going to school, or working 1 job, going to school and playing basketball all at the same time. So it was a lot. But yeah, I tried my best. It's not a minute. Fuck you if you're judging me. Who are you? Okay. But yeah, that's kind of like my life story in as short amount of time as you can probably get it. My mom was a single mom as well. Just want to put that in there. I had 3 siblings.
I have so much respect for that.
Wow, thank you.
For real, yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely, that's inspiring. So I lived.
Can I put y'all I don't know if it's probably too much. That I was gonna say, can y'all put y'all life story in under 100 characters? No, in 140 characters. So that's a tweet.
I lived in the same house my entire life up until college.
I've always wanted that.
I did everything my older brother did. He started rapping, so I was like, I'm gonna start rapping too.
Was he annoyed by that? He's like, dude.
I got into.
I resonate that. My big brother was like huge for me in my life. Big, you know. I mean, he's a reason I got into video games and anime and movies and science. You know, so tweets are 280 now. No way, really? Since when, nigga? But yeah, that's an interesting story. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that I left out. You like science? I'm a huge science nerd. Did you not just see me watching that psychology video? Science, I tested into science. So when I went to college, here's another short story. When I went to college, I pretty much, we had to take a placement test, right? And my education was all over the place, but reading comprehension, in science, I was 100% solid in, because those are things I was just really good at. You know what I'm saying? I was really good at reading stories and understanding what was in the story, right? My math was terrible though, because, you know, math is one of those things you really it's fundamental building blocks, right? So, when I got to college, I tested into the highest English you can possibly test into. And then on the math side, I tested into the lowest math you could probably take. So I was literally doing arithmetic in college. It was crazy. I felt stupid as hell. Why you like that? Oh, maybe it is 280. I just forgot they did that. Fucked up childhood. I noticed it was fucked up college breakdown. Pretty much. I think we all had to bet. Yeah, after college, I had to break down and rebuild myself for sure. It was definitely a rebuilding stage. Oh man, when I stopped playing basketball, I really lost my identity of who I was, and I just didn't know what to do or be. And you know, I just reverted back to what I loved as a child. And I think there's a lot of truth in what we should be doing if you think back to what you really enjoyed as a kid. But yeah, science is one of my favorite subjects, bro. Like literally, I love science. It's my favorite subject of all time. Like I tested when I was in college or middle school. They was trying to put me in advanced science, but I would just move. I would move every time I got in there. I would just ask so many questions. I was so curious about science and shit like that. So if I wasn't doing content creation, I probably would have done something in the science field. I did get my degree in geography, which is the science of, I guess, Earth and why we do, you know, Earth and land, like, at the same time. My minute would have been used. I'm not playing sports anymore alone, finding yourself after that journey. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he majored in geography. Dr. Goof, nah, not even. I got my BA. I wasn't going back for a master's degree or a PhD.
On my own, though. I brought it up to my dad. I was like, I think I'm going to major in acting. He's like, you sure? And I was like, okay, never mind. So I had like this identity crisis with like career and passions and stuff like that. My family's like super mixed too, so I had like that identity crisis thing. We're black, white, and Japanese.
Oh wow.
My dad is all three.
Wow.
Yeah, and then my mom was black and white.
That's so interesting.
Well, which part?
All of it. Like that's so many different like cultures mixed in one.
I just turned 30.
I mean, there's only two cultures there.
Yeah.
What?
You just turned 30?
Yeah.
He don't even look 30.
That would be the Asian part of you.
I'll take it, whatever it is.
Oh, I think that might be the Asian part. She basically just called this nigga immortal because he was Asian. That nigga don't look 30 though. I'm gonna just say that right now. He don't look 30. He don't look 30. Attempting over 140 words, overachiever with too many degrees, abandonment issues who never stopped drawing on the low, single mom who frankly over toughened me, but hey, now full-time art teacher, graphic design illustrator, actual real life weirdo who's converted into a nerd by a sub friend dad. Wow. That's a hell of you. I mean, you gave me a really articulate 140. I appreciate that. I feel like you could have patted yourself on the back a little bit more though. I feel like you spent a lot of that time. Maybe it was definitive for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Steven said, born in Louisville, Kentucky, 1996. A lot of fights. Grandmother passed. Moved to Texas. Teed the fuck up. Started making music. Went to UNT. Met God. My girlfriend. Graduated. Gang shit. What is routine? Yeah, what is his routine? The immortality? The elixir of youth, perhaps?
Don't crack.
The Philosopher's Stone, if you may.
Asian people have amazing skin.
Well,
so
I see people nodding. It's great. It's like, yes, that's true. Anyways, I just turned 30, so that was like a really big. It's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Are you really gonna do what you say you've been trying to do, or are you just gonna keep on doing this stuff? So here we are.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's like acting, filmmaking, shifting the culture.
And since you put your age out there, I'll put mine. I'm 24 though, so. And I turned.
Let the record show I did not ask. Alternate sharing something.
Good man.
You consider a.
Wait,
let the record show I did not ask. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner.
Oh, I can't do that. Talk about chat. Chat, you guys are so cool and you guys are so amazing for being here and giving me the space to be myself and be vulnerable, as well as be vulnerable yourself. And I appreciate every single one of you beautiful, beautiful souls and individuals. You guys are fucking amazing. Finn, what was the question? It was just tell something nice, a positive trait about your partner. So I just talked about chat. W chat, facts.
You see,
and also you think if you guys live such interesting lives, and I think you guys are so fucking cool. So thank you.
Very honest.
Oh.
Just in the way you like show up in the world.
I don't even know how to respond to that one. I'm just gonna take that one in. It's real. You're extremely brave.
Thank you.
For moving out here like you did.
Facts.
That's. I just grew up like an hour away from LA.
Yeah.
You know, like the stakes are just so low for me to like come out here, but for you it's like really big deal. So.
Oh, thank you. I feel like you're very confident too, not in just like.
She went with she's stacking compliments now. W streamer, W community. Thank you, family. I appreciate that. I was born in okay, Cam. Thank you for the 140 challenge. I was born in St. Louis, MO. I don't know, Missouri. Yeah, grew up. Actually, I have some family in St. Louis, which is kind of crazy, Cam. Grew up in a single parent household after my pops made a crucial mistake within his life. Didn't have too much confidence growing up and was kind of alone since I don't have too many family with my generation. Didn't know what I want to do with my life until my senior year of high school. Took the risk and here I am. And now he big, you know what I'm saying? I was about to say big dick swinging, but I mean TMI. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Engineer type shit. You know what I'm saying? Way to go, Cam. And by the way, Nella, come on, bro. Hold up. Nella, fucking art teacher, graphic designer. Hold up. Talk your shit, queen. Talk your motherfucking shit, queen. Yeah, nigga, that's what we gonna do. We gonna hype these niggas up, man. Make some motherfucking noise, chat. Shout out to the niggas in the chat. Steven, music producer, nigga. What's up, my boy? You doing your thing, boy. I'm proud of you. All y'all, I'm proud of y'all, bro. You ended up saying it anyway, though. Love you for knowing that MO was, I mean, honestly, people always assume that since I'm a geography major that we have to know every state. And it's like, that's not even, like, that's like the first level of geography. Then we just start talking about some other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like social and, you know, how the land affects, you know, how people grow and live. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know, geography major. Oh, gotta just take that one on the chest. Oh, where's Wisconsin? What's the capital of New York City or Tibet? You know, it's always what we get. You know what I'm saying? Miss Lil Baby, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Did I say that? Miss Leah Baby. Geography is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Bro, I had to learn Philippines geography. What do I do with the information now? I don't even know. Nothing. Don't know. Not Tibet. I'm just saying. I'm just naming random shit that we would say. You know, not you saying. Not bringing the voice on me. Bet I'm going. Nah, you fine, fam. It's just I'm used to. It's like when people come up to me. Well, how tall are you? Oh, you play basketball? Wow. How tall is your mom? What? You know, like all that shit. You know, so.
Like I'm confident in myself, but like I don't know.
Just like questions you know you're gonna get. Well, how big are your feet?
I feel like it's becoming true. Obviously, you like to have a good time. Like the whole Beyonce thing, that's so cool.
I actually don't go out that often, though.
It's not even about, like, you just enjoy your time.
I started, you'll start.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, this is good. Okay. Would you go on a second date with your partner?
I would totally go on a second date with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not had a conversation like this with a random person. in a long time.
I'm flattered. Yes. We gotta go eat somewhere.
We did it. We do, but like good food. You didn't answer the question. Would you go on a second date?
I said yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just making
Because
sure.
you're right. Can't leave anything
He's like,
to
guys,
assumptions.
never ever bring her around me.
Right. No, I was like, yes, and we have to go get some
Yeah,
food. That's what I was saying yes to, for sure.
Okay. As a tradition, we should always order tea.
I can dig that.
It's a thing now.
Chamomile too, because like if it's after 6 p.m.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug. Ugh. If I can hold these old knees. Let me get over here.
Oh man, that nigga is immortal though. He ain't aged one bit. God damn. You have great energy, and I appreciate how you always try to improve the on parts of your life. Thank you, family. I appreciate that, man. I really be trying, bro. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, nigga. It's hard. But yeah, thank you so much, and I appreciate you as well, Giselle. Thank you. I want to have that conversation with everyone in chat and see if we can make it. I would love for y'all to have conversations like this. I always think about how to facilitate conversations within the community. I gotta be better about, you know, delegating tasks and planning activities for the Discord. But I would love for you guys to, like, you know, hang out more, you know what I'm saying? Have, you know, better, you know, I mean, friendships and all that shit. But it's like, you know, you just did it. I did do it, right? That was cool then. Yeah, maybe I should pat myself on the back then. So thank you, chat, for sharing all that information about yourself. But I would love for you guys to continue to do that. We have a Discord for a reason. We have different sections in the Discord. You can ask people different things in the Discord, all kind of shit, bro. Yeah, I want to play games with you guys. Yes. We also have game channels as well. If you guys want me to make, you can talk to any of the mods in our Discord, bro. If you guys have any game channels you want to make, or we can hold specific conversations about certain games, whatever. Y'all are welcome to do that as well. Like, I want my Discord to be a place where people can come and really do things together. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, it's not just about me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want y'all to come together and vibe and hang out and, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I think it's just fun to me. You know what I'm saying? It's something I always wanted as a kid, you know, is to have a community of people that I can, you know, go to and hang out with, you know? So it's like, I want that same thing for you guys, bro. So yeah, bro. I gotta hop in on moving. I need for yeah, bro. I mean, there's literally a section for everything, bro. Like, and if you need a section, say you got some friends you want to pull into the Discord and maybe have some more conversations, we can make a section, bro. Like, whatever it is, like, we can create our own rooms for it. Just talk to me, talk to a moderator. We'll get it done. You know what I'm saying? I'm still planning on doing some more activities. I want to do a wine and paint night. We got to have another game night come up soon. We do movie nights every Sunday. Right now we're watching Euphoria and Attack on Titan, so that's kind of like taking the space of our movie night, because we watched a lot of fucking movies and I'm like, nigga, can we get a break? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So yeah, bro. Yes, wine and paint. Y'all would love that, bro. Goofy been saying wine and paint. I have, bro. It's just I'm so busy, meow. I'm sorry. You're right. I have been, and I'm gonna take accountability for that. You know, for sure. Yeah, I've been working hard on a lot of this stuff. If I could just delegate it to somebody else, and that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm just gonna delegate the task to somebody else, and maybe we can organize something that will be really fun for everybody. And I think we could actually. Intoxication and pain, or if you don't drink, you know, Eddie's in pain, joints in pain, nigga, whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you don't want to drink at all or smoke at all. You just want to fucking vibe, and that's cool too. But yeah, bro, lots of activities, bro. Juice and paint, yeah, man, just paint, nigga, that's fine too. W delegation, I'm trying my best, bro. I'm trying my best, bro. I'm gonna be sipping my juice box, vibes and paint. So true, yeah, for sure. All right, guys, we're going on 4 hours, so I have a couple more videos for us, bro. But I'm gonna end it on this next one. Actually, we might do 2 more, but they're like 5-minute videos each instead of this monster 12-minute video. But let's talk about it, bro. Let's just talk about somebody. We got Lisa Nicole's in the building. You know what I'm saying? So let's check her out.
Hey there, it's your girl Lisa here.
What's up, Lisa?
Diving into the topic of love.
Okay.
What a big topic. First, I want to give you the affirmation. The affirmation I want you to hold on to, and I want you to keep saying, is I am enough. Woo. Today, I'm at peace.
She got me already, bro. She got me already. I am enough. Let's go. What else you got for us?
Peace with who I am. Now, for a game-changing gladiator like you, it's not I am enough as if you're coming from a broken place. Really, for gladiators, It's I am enough for the dream, the desire, that big thing that makes my knees knock and my teeth chatter out in front of me. I'm enough for that as well.
Ooh, that is beautiful. I love it already.
And so hold on to that affirmation. I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm at peace with who I am. And I always like to add, and I'm excited about who I'm becoming. You know, when you ask yourself the question, what does love start with? Where does love come from? Love doesn't come from outside. Love is the reflection of how you're currently loving yourself. Man, that was one of the biggest things for me to learn, that the way I love myself was going to be a mirror for the way other people loved me. You couldn't have told me that in 1994 or 1997 or even in 2000. I just couldn't quite get it. I thought that other people were going to love me so much that they would help me love me. Well, others can only love you when you love yourself. And they're looking for you to give them the best example of how it feels to love you. And you can only love yourself if you like yourself. So let's be kind to ourselves. Begin to look at not just your to-do list, look at your to-done list and celebrate.
Damn, this is facts, bro. And look at your, and that's why I got these fucking marbles next to me right now. I put marbles in my jars every time I do something good to remind myself of what of the activity that I have done. Merch finally shipped. Let's go. Hey, yeah, we had a backup on the merch, so I'm glad it got to you, Cam. A lot of orders going through right now, but thank you so much. I never give myself, me either, bro. And me and Joel have been talking about this forever, and I bring this up like every other Mindful Monday, that we think about putting a screenshot folder together of things that we have accomplished, just to remind ourselves, like, hey, nigga, all that shit you talk to yourself, nigga, all that shit you be giving yourself, you be doing your goddamn thing, motherfucker. So like, keep it up, bro. And like having marbles and finding different ways to remind yourself of how much you accomplished, I think is super important, especially in a world that is, you know, so used to tearing you down. And the people inside of us are like always like, you know, the little fucking general inside of us is always like, you're not doing this enough, you're not doing that enough. Like, let's cultivate some positivity. Let's cultivate some space for us to reward ourselves for who we are, you know?
Celebrate yourself for all the things you've
Lena, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, bro.
done. Feeling a love like you
Write it down too, facts.
never felt before for you. Even feeling a little self-indulgent in that love. Because when you can fill yourself up with love, all of a sudden the love that pours out of you is the love that you give to others. Where is your life now in terms of relationships? Your love relationship between you and your siblings, your love relationship between you and other family members. How is your love? Have you taken stock of your love relationship with friends? How does love show up? What are the demonstrable ways you show love? Love is action. Love is not static. Love is not a noun. Love is a verb.
Yeah.
How are you living in love?
Wow.
Living.
That's facts. And you can think about you can think about that with anybody that, you know, says they love you. You know what I'm saying? Love is not static. Love is action, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Love is action. They doing something. You gonna see it. They love you, you gonna see it. You know? You don't have to just guess about it, you know. My dog watching Lisa while she's trying to get she's getting dating advice. Show me love. Show me love. What's up?
Living in love with the people around you. How are you showing demonstrable love? How are you allowing yourself to be loved by them? How are you seeing love all around you? By the way someone pours you a glass of water, or the way someone sends you a text and just checks on you. Are you noticing all the love drops, the love nuggets that are all around you? Your pets, your friends, your colleagues, your family, your significant other. If you're looking for the
Thanks, Steven. Have a good day, bro.
energy of love to come to you, the energy of love is waiting for it to emanate from you and overflow. And if it requires you to do something you've never done before that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, heck, do it for love. How prepared are you for your greatest love? romantic or otherwise. Whether you've been in a relationship for a year.
That's a great idea, Smitchy.
Or 20 years, or whether you're calling in love. How prepared are you to experience your greatest love? I coach people all the time who are looking for love. And I always say, you're looking for love, but how prepared are you for your greatest love? Even the up level of an existing relationship. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want right now? What looks and feels great to me? What does great love feel like to me? And can I be an example of what that looks like on the giving aspect?
Woo! Be the person you wanna receive.
Can I give great love to myself? And can I give great love to others?
Yeah.
And am I ready to receive great love? Or will I deflect it? Will I dismiss it? Will I, like me, this is Lisa talking, will I become too busy to even see it? Am I protecting myself from love? Because I feel like if I protect myself from love, I'll protect myself from hurt. Oh, by the way, you can do that while in a relationship too. I want you to focus on love.
Wow.
Give me 30 days, 40 days, 90 days of just focusing on love. Seeing love, to go, ooh, Lisa, I saw it, that was love. Ooh, Lisa, I felt it, that was love. Ooh, Lisa, I missed this feeling. I think that would be love. Being aware and really deep dive into this month's affirmation and what loving yourself looks like for you. I'm your fellow game-changing gladiator, and I love you, and I believe in you.
Love to see that. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Chad, anybody ain't ever told y'all, you know what I'm saying? I love you, and I believe in you, bro. Real shit. Let me get up, Lisa Dang. That was phenomenal, bro. Love you too, Lisa. Someone told me recently, open yourself up for love. You are constantly giving. It hit hard. I feel triggered now today. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm in that one right there, protecting from hurt. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I feel that. And since we were talking about, seeing love, and let's check it out. Let's just video from Psych2Go. Kay mentioned this earlier, but what up, Goof? What up, Nick Lance? How you doing, my boy? Lisa spoke a whole word. Appreciate you. Yeah, facts, bro. Let's look at 8 signs of true love. Woo! Psych2Goers.
Are you wondering if you've really fallen for the right person? Do you want to know if what you're feeling is actually the real deal? You think the passionate feelings you have for someone will last forever, but all too often you find yourself suddenly falling out of love and feeling disenchanted with them for reasons you may never fully understand. True love is about so much more than just chasing that fleeting fairy tale feeling. Here are 8 definitive signs of true love. 1. You understand each other. Does it feel like your partner understands you in a way that no one else ever has? Do you feel like a pair of good friends who know how to make each other laugh?
This is 100% facts. What up, T? How you doing, fam?
Comfort one another and cheer each other up when having a bad day. Understanding is something that can only come from having a true emotional connection with someone, which is why it's so vital to making a relationship work. They see the real you and accept you for who you truly are.
A1 feeling, by the way.
They love all the things that make you so special and never once judge you for your flaws or past mistakes. 2. You respect one another. Does your partner treat you as their equal? Are they willing to listen to you, value your opinions, and accept your differences? If your partner truly respects you, they won't ever try to control you or make your decisions for you because they know that you are your own person, and they trust your judgment and your capabilities. Respect is a key ingredient for any strong and healthy relationship.
Yes,
True love
facts.
can never flourish if there is no respect, because it is the glue that holds relationships together. Respect is what makes you feel free to express yourself and remain honest with one another. 3. You look out for each other. Does your partner always call you to know if you got home safely, or make sure you never forget to eat, or buy you little gifts to make you smile, cheer you on before a big
This is so sweet. This is sweet as fuck. Look out, making sure somebody ate is fucking peak love, nigga.
test or presentation, and offer to drive or cook for you when you're too tired. It's these little things that show the essence of true love. When you love someone, you want to do all you can to keep them safe and protect them from any harm or danger. You don't ever want anything bad to happen to them because the thought of them getting hurt is almost too much for you to bear. So you look out for them, and you don't doubt that they do the same for you too. 4. You're supportive of one another. Do you and your partner inspire each other to reach for your goals? A person who truly loves you will never try to compete with you or outdo you.
Facts.
They don't get insecure when they see you.
I don't get relationships who be like they be competing with each other and shit. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? This is not what we signed up for, Chief.
Succeed.
I think this video is such a good video, especially watching at the end as well. Like, this shit is amazing, by the way.
Accomplishments. But rather, they are genuinely happy for your success and supportive of you and all of your dreams, because true love means only having each other's best interests at heart. There's no jealousy or rivalry there, because you both just want the same thing, to see each other happy and fulfilled. 5. You're patient with each other. True love.
Yo, T, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, Queen. She said hi. Hi, T. If one of us winning, we winning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We in the same squad, nigga. You the star player this month. Let's go.
Is patient,
this year,
kind and gentle. And while that certainly doesn't mean you and your partner won't ever get on each other's nerves or drive each other crazy sometimes, your love for one another is the reason why you won't ever give up on trying to make things work between you. You accept each other's flaws and talk openly about your problems. You don't just throw in the towel or run away from them when things get hard. You patiently stand by their side and put in the time and effort to resolve your issues together. 6. You're willing to compromise. Do you think true love means no fights? Some people think that finding true love means never...
Looking back on this shit, I'm just like, damn. Was I ever in love?
having to fight with your partner about anything. But conflict is actually an inevitable part of any relationship.
Facts.
No two people will ever agree on everything all the time, because no two people will ever have the same exact ideas, beliefs, needs, thoughts, and feelings about everything. A healthy amount of conflict can actually be good for you and your partner, because it shows honesty and open communication. And when you're willing to compromise or make sacrifices for their sake, then you're telling them that you really love them, care for them, and prioritize their well-being. 7. You're not
This is crazy. I've never heard this put together the way this is. This is facts, bro.
Interested in anyone else. When you're really in love, you're simply not interested in being with anyone else. It is far deeper than your little crush from which you can get bored and move on with your life. You stay loyal and faithful to your partner.
I think this is probably subjective based upon if you are with monogamous or, you know, non-monogamous relationships. I wouldn't want to invalidate people who are not part of like monogamous relationship, exclusively monogamous relationships. You know what I'm saying? Polyamory, whatever it is. But I do think, you know, to some extent, you know, there's some truth here for people who are, you know, monogamous, you know,
partner, because you
or even like have the main partner kind of thing, you know what I'm saying, where they only share their emotions to this level with this person. You see what I'm saying?
Know that what you two have is precious, beautiful, and rare. You care about the history you have together and the life you want to share with them, and you wouldn't carelessly throw it all away just because it's not new or exciting anymore. Falling in love can make everyone else pale in comparison to the object of your affections. You can't ever think of ditching them just because someone else comes along and catches your eye. 8. You change each other for the better. Do you think your significant other is changing you for the better?
Damn, this is beautiful.
As cheesy or cliche as it may sound, when you really deeply love someone, they inspire you to become a better version of yourself.
Facts.
And they bring out all of your best qualities.
Facts.
You want to be the kind of person they deserve to be with. Someone they can be proud to call their partner.
Facts.
Their love has helped you love yourself more, and their unwavering support and belief have made you believe in yourself too. The myths surrounding what it means to find true...
I think all these qualities could have been read off, and you can ask yourself if you love yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because pretty much all these qualities you can do for yourself, you know what I'm saying? like are you treating yourself well? You know what I'm saying? So it's like make sure that you know, if you expect this from someone else, make sure you're doing it for yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I think you could definitely love yourself more. You could definitely look out for yourself. Do you look out for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Do you take care of yourself? You know, are you making sure you eat every day? You know, and obviously, you know, you're not gonna get everything all the time, but I think it's really important, bro. All of these acts work across different people. All of these acts of love look different across. Yeah, 100% look different across different people who have different love languages, because different languages, you know, are languages. You know what I'm saying? People only can receive love in certain ways sometimes. He said facts. Thank you, Davari. Yeah, but yeah, man. Definitely interesting.
True love can be incredibly damaging if you let them skew your expectations and hold your partners to unrealistically high standards.
Yeah.
But relationships don't need to be perfect just to be worthwhile.
Facts.
What matters most is that there is honesty, trust, respect, openness, and emotional intimacy in the love that you and your partner feel for one another.
Facts.
It takes a lot of time and effort to make a relationship with anyone, no matter how well matched you may be, work. That's why you first need to be sure that the person you're going to give your heart to is really the right one for you. How much do you think these points define true love?
I think it was an excellent
Are there other
job.
factors one might...
I think it was an excellent video. 10 out of 10 video. Would y'all agree? Would y'all agree, chat? I think it was a 10 out of 10 fucking video, bro. And I feel like it hit every nail on the fucking head in ways I haven't even were being able to describe it during this, 4-hour stream, Yeah, bro, it just got me feeling like love, bro. It's got me feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like, got me feeling like love, bro. How would y'all, if y'all had a way to describe love, how would y'all describe it, bro? I think it would go a little something like this for me, bro. No, fuck out my face, bro. All right, you better sing. Do I ever sing in here? I don't even be singing like that, bro. Like, well, come on, bro. Like, you don't know it. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, stop it. Stop. Those gonna fall in the beauty of it all when sun comes shining through. Those raindrops in my mind, all I think about you sometime. I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Hey, just the two of us. Hey, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, just tonight. Hold up.